Hello, hello. How are we all doing today? Today we're back to hopefully do more for reverse. Because basically got into like the introduction section area for the event. So now hopefully we get to get into it a bit more. What bloodbath will you guys start in China now? Hopefully none. As I say this and then something happens, okay? Do we get repeat of Three Kingdoms Mirai Edition? Hopefully not. Because I don't really want that, but you know, I shrug my shoulders. Who knows, we might. Part 8. The Longevity Ritual. Totally nothing else is gonna happen. Yes. Around the noisy opera stage, bright fish and dragon lanterns surge and dive amidst the crowd as if reaching out of a living ocean. The festival is reaching its busiest hour.
Where should I go now? I'm all alone.
Being loud, you quiet. No hear words out of Mirai's mouth. Okay, I will quiet it down. Okay, is this better? Let me just adjust myself. There we go. Is that a bit better? It's fine. Perfect. Okay, great. I basically said, hopefully we won't start anything, but you know, who knows. I'll do things on accident, I swear, that's just my life.
So tired. So hungry. Not a win to my name. Can't even buy myself a bun. Where are they? Surely I'm not the only MiraiShishiou in town, am I?
Also, I have some topics and things to talk about today because, like, god damn it, I have things. But I'll read this first before we keep talking. Mayfly leans against a stone pillar at the python and sits down as she looks out at the swirling crowd.
Well, even if you find no one, you'll manage. You're a reed after all. You can take root anywhere and let the earth feed you.
So, one of the things I want to talk about, I'm going to address this now so I don't have to address it later, is that today is my dad, not my actual dad, my fake dad's birthday, aka it is Kotomine's JP voice actor's birthday today. So, unfortunately, it is my dad's birthday, and I am slightly sad, because then that just means I have to deal with it, and it's not very fun. So there's that. So that's out of the way. The other thing I want to talk about is way more fun.
But I prefer food.
But I feel like a lot of people have been talking about this online, so I don't feel like I need to talk too much about it.
If
but
I had known this would be so difficult, I'd have eaten more cakes while Heron was paying.
Started playing Pragmata. And also, so far, the game has me in its clutches. It's like if RE9 had me in its clutches before, now it decided to just like pass me towards Pragmata and said, here, take her and don't let go. Hold her in your clutches. And I'm just like, great. I'm sedge. Like sad as in like, in a good way. Because that game is like, God. I have a soft spot for children. And god damn it. This game, it's so wholesome. Except for, you know, like, killing other robots that are trying to, you know, kill me, but god damn. I love the game so far with cute kid, sentient robot, and then good dad who adopted a kid again. I'm just like, damn, I played 2 games where like we've been adopting children, or like I'm just like, what the fuck, man?
At least then I wouldn't be here listening to my stomach growl.
I've reached Sector 3 and haven't started it. I've made half the shelter a literal room. Oh my god, like the things that you can give her to like play with and do, it's like, it's so good. She's so cute, literally. God, I was just like, I must protect child. Nothing bad will happen to you, I swear. Like, actually, it is.
I never go hungry again.
It
I'll bet
is
their elixirs must taste
eating
better
my
than any
soul.
river water.
But also anything that like might happen to her, I'm just like,
Why are
I feel like I'm a
gathering
parent,
around
or like I'm just freaking out because I'm just like, watch out, child, careful.
Mama, it's the Iron Flower fireworks. Can I see?
Like,
Can I see?
Man.
Fireworks. Gone in a moment.
Cause like I literally went through that scene
beautiful.
where there's the
If only my life
there's the
had
hologram
that.
cat, and she's like following
Just one.
it. She like accidentally is like on the rail, and she loses her balance and she falls over. And she's like,
Young-woo, what are you
"Oh,
smiling about?
if I fall over, you can just fix me."
Iron
And I'm
flower
just like, "That's not the point, man.
So beautiful.
You like freaked me out. I thought you were gonna fall off a high ledge."
Get your men into position.
Like,
keep your eyes on the
God
stage.
damn it. Oh,
This is where the immortal was supposedly arrived to grant
like
longevity.
actually,
If
she
something
gave me a heart
happens,
attack.
I need you all at the
But
ready.
it's great because like he was just like doing his best being like adoptive dad, and I'm just like, thank you, good lords. But yeah, so I'm enjoying the game. It's great. I love how I went from RE9 to Pragmata, and it's great and it's fun and I love it. However, I am disappointed about the internet in terms of the creepy people towards Pragmata. But like, yeah, that's about it. That's the only thing I'm disappointed in this game, which is a certain small minority group of people who are being weird about the game. That's the only thing I'm disappointed in. But otherwise, seems like everyone's enjoying the game, and the game is great, and I love it. It's good. I love the gameplay too. And surprisingly, I'm not that as bad as I thought I would be. So it's great. But puzzle still. Dang it. Okay, let me read this first. Qian stands on the elevated platform looking down over the happy fairgoers with an unmatching expression, too dark and serious against the joyful night. Yeah, this man is like serious mode. At least smile to fit the mood, but like you can be serious but still, you know, look happy.
But the opera doesn't start for a while yet. What's wrong, Chief? You're looking more serious than ever.
It's because your conversation before with the what's his name? Higher up people. It's okay, man. Just calm. You'll be fine. Which reminds me, the gifts you give her are parts of a set. When you find all the parts, they fuse into a whole thing. Like if Mirai was my child in the shelter, I get her a bed, a PC, and a stack of manhwa and an art set. Then all the items combine to a cozy Mirai room. Yeah. I haven't gotten all of them yet as well, but I have seen a couple of them because people have been like posting some of those like sets that you can give her online and stuff like that, and I've seen a couple of them. But oh my god, she's just so cute. I love how she's just so... She's a kid, she acts like a kid, and I'm just like, man, like I love the interactions that they have with her and with Hugh in the shelter, and him just like, you know, letting her be a kid even though she's basically a sentient robot, and like, you know, just treating her good. I'm just like, it's so good. I love it.
A Taoist gave him the slip this afternoon.
What? Who could escape Chief Chung's leaf blades?
I assume there's like 4 sets to find due to the shelter cloud monitors where gifts go. Yeah. So far, that's how approximately how many I've seen. A lot of the people have been posting like the same couple of ones, so I've counted like about that many generally, and like it makes sense for the space that there is on the monitor too. So I'm just like, well, I can't wait to finish it, and then it's like it's all happy-go-lucky. But yeah. I'm interested to see the endings for the game because I know there's multiple endings in this game. I've been trying to get away, not get spoiled by it, but still. I hope it's not so bad. Like, I know, like, the good one will be good, the bad one will be bad, and it's like anything else in between, so we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's the same thing with RE9, so we'll see. Sceptile usually play chicken. He's not a Pokemon! Stop treating him like that! Nobu, he's not a Pokemon. Stop doing that, man. Poor Chen. He's not Pokemon. Don't do that to him.
It was the lady who cast a spell at the gate, remember? Best keep an eye out for her.
Are these orders from you or Chief Chung?
You asked the question, I answered. No need to be snide.
Enough. That Taoist possessed strange arcane skills, the likes of which I have never seen. I take the blame for her escape. Her arrival coinciding with this mysterious sect is no coincidence. She's scheming something. Stay sharp.
You ever wonder why the Chief's sword is never blunt? I figure it's because he's always yelling at it.
What are you talking about?
Stay sharp! Stay sharp!
Du
Yes, Chief!
Why is everybody bullying my poor man and teasing him? Well, actually, no, he is that type. Actually, no. I would too also tease him, so fair enough. Their chief holds a stern face, but his cheeks betray him with a flush of red. Oh, he's so my type. God. This man is so my type. Mira, use Draco Meteor. Chaboom. You're... Bro! I'm now... Okay, now I guess I'm a Pokemon now. Great. Very fun.
I wasn't talking to my sword.
Oh my god. God, this guy. I love you, man. I'm so glad you're you.
Right, of course, Chief.
Can't believe you're spreading rumors like that. I'd say that warrants a caning. Allow me to carry out the sentence.
Their chief grits his teeth, placing a hand on his blade and turns his back.
The opera will begin soon. I need everyone in position. No more jokes. If any suspect gets away, you'll face more than a caning.
Understood.
Follow me, and keep your eyes and ears peeled. We must safeguard the civilians and apprehend any offenders.
Yes, Chief.
Night falls, lanterns dot the river, more black awning boats appear, each one fastened with candles. I
Mama,
clearly
look!
can
This
read.
little man dancing
Not.
on a candle.
Don't be silly. That's just the candlelight flickering.
Come and play pitch pie! Young lady, dare to try your luck?
Make way! Make way! Make way, please! We need to clear a path for the audience.
Of course, officer.
Is the opera about to begin?
Yes, in just a few minutes.
Laughter and chatter close in as a group of men and women pass Yongyu. Still can't say his
Those
name.
are the y'all I met at the cake stall.
You know, I give up with names. I'm just gonna go with it. If I say them wrong, I say it wrong. At least like whatever. Watch it. I also say it wrong, but I also say it wrong a different way each different time. Watch it. It's gonna happen.
Come join us.
A parade of joyful Yao passes before a mayfly. They spin around until they seem like a carousel with her in the center. A parade with no beginning and no end. This is not a stranger danger moment, but it is a run. Maybe because people are being sus. Entranced by the site, the procession sweeps Mayfly off her feet, carrying her away as if caught in the current of a flooding river.
Hey, no pushing! Over there! Keep the peace or we'll keep it for you!
Right. Guado. What are we doing? Actually, what are we doing here? I actually don't know what I'm going to do. I want to play a different team, but I don't know. Oh! I know what team I can play. And I can still use Birdman. I don't have the right heal support for this, but it's fine. We'll just do this. This should be fine. Actually, that should be fine. There we go.
You are
That's why I
required.
didn't press the 9 yet. There we go. Perfect. The squad. I forgot about this. I literally was trying to figure out a team for Igor, and then I was like, this is a team that works literally. And then I'm like, I forgot about it.
I admire your courage.
Andy.
Тени из прошлого.
Except I haven't used this team a whole lot, so I don't know what is the correct order of things.
Don't worry.
But I assume we buff, and then we, because I know.
Please, grant it to me! Look at that Yao. Is it crying blood?
It must be practicing some evil cultivation method. I hear those come with great risk. This must be its consequence.
As I was gonna say, I know this team is Igor support, well, like sub DPS, and then the other two people are supposed to be DPSs. So for, I guess, the most optimal team, you have Muldir and Lopeta, but this team also works as well, so I'm assuming that we have to have other people do damage here.
The show's on.
We share the same dream. I will remember your sacrifice.
Formless support.
Time waits for no one, even for a great people.
So it should be fine, because I know this is a substitute kind of thing, but we should be fine.
To a brighter future for everyone. Sharp fangs.
Вот так.
Nice. Alright, let's go.
Whew, that went smooth.
Exactly.
Okay, we'll use this team, because then I get to use Igor, and I also get to use Birdman. So, get to do both. Mayfly looks back. She's been carried far only to be left in a strange place, sticking out like driftwood after a receding tide.
The stage? How did I...
No, never mind. I'm just gonna automatically click. There's no point in me pressing auto because I can't read it fast enough. The music rises fast and loud, and opera singer steps onto the stage with quick steps. The singer's melodious voice captures the crowd in a sudden rapture.
This is Legends of Hanta?
The singing reaches the far end of the stage where Chiang and his men stand eyeing the proceedings suspiciously.
Legends of Hanta? How could they choose this of all operas with these rumors going around?
I don't even know what this is. Is this an actual, like, opera? It probably is, knowing this game. I'm gonna Google it. Let me do the funny Google, because I'm interested. Let's see here. Oh, hello! Hello, Otaku, how are you doing? Hopefully you're doing good. We're playing the event story for Reverse, and I'm currently doing a little bit of Googling. I'm trying to look up this opera right now because I don't know much about these types of things, so I'm kind of doing a little bit of research in the middle of me kind of doing this at the same time. I'm just doing a quick, it's kind of interesting to me. How are you liking the Paper Heron story? I'm liking it so far. I have my dude. There's a new male character I get to pull, which is, I'm so happy because last update for the main story, I got to pull Igor, and now I get to pull Chen. So I'm very happy. So yay! And this guy is so my type. So I'm so happy about that. But I'm also liking the other characters as well. So it's great. I wish I was like Paper Heron, like very chill and not take things too seriously, but I can't be like that sometimes. There's a historical battle called the Battle of Handan. Okay, let's see, what is this? Yeah, I'm kind of just generally looking this up. Not anything specifically about it in terms of like this thing specifically, but it does reference. But it, like, when I Google it, it just brings up like where Handan is, which used to be the capital of Zhao State. So, which is where this is taking place. So, you know, accurate in that sense. So, hey, let's go. Game loves making things accurate, or well, taking historical things. Anyways, so yeah.
What's it about, Chief?
Oh well, he's gonna explain it. I didn't need to Google this. I didn't need to I didn't need to Google this. He was gonna explain it. Xian's hard stare conveys his disdain even before his words confirm it.
It tells the story of a scholar who was guided into a dream by the immortal Lu Dongbie. There, he experienced life as an official in the imperial system. He found enlightenment once he awoke and became Lu's apprentice to pursue longevity.
I see. Oh, since you're looking, do you know what city it takes place in? Zhao State as opposed to games, do you see Z-H-O and then Z-A-O? My brain's like, clearly I know how to read, not, Xiao City. When Mirai just needed to click one more time, true. Well, Otaku, you got it there. Nobu kind of, you know, said it there for us in terms of where it takes place.
Ha! No wonder you're so shook up over it.
I can't see.
Mayfly stands on her tippy toes, unable to see the stage over the crowd, but though she can't make out the scene, the song at least breaks through.
I must have watched this opera 100 times. But I've never seen them use candles before. Did they change the story?
She finds her way to the front of the stage and looks up. Captivated at the performance, it pulls a joy and hope of the crowd up like spun silk that gives warmth and color to the night sky. Countless candles ring the stage, their flickering flames throw dim, dancing shadows on the walls, shadows that seem to sway and bob like a procession of monks in prayer.
It's so warm.
I swear this is an arcane skill or something weird is happening. You know,
Goodness.
sus.
How beautiful.
China. It takes place in China because that's the only name that hasn't changed in over a decade. That's it's like country name has not changed. Everything else in the country, yeah, it's changed too much. Yeah, China. Well, I mean, considering that, I don't know why, back in the day, there were, in, social studies, we did specifically, about, the different dynasties during China. That was, one of, the big topics that I had to do. And I don't know why we did that. I don't know if that's a thing that people still learn nowadays, where I am, at least, because, not every single country is gonna do the same type of, topics and stuff like that. But I will say, China, very fun in terms of dynasties. Actually, it's not fun. I'm just like, damn. We went through a lot of changes during a lot of short and long periods of time for various reasons, either being sure, makes sense, to it's not, why, it's kind of dumb.
I can't keep myself from staring.
The flames leap out from their wax altars, speaking in a divine and wordless tongue to the people below.
Hold on. When did they light these candles? The flames. They're whispering something.
Well, it was Cathay before China. I'm bad at reading, so hopefully I said that right. And before that, it's known as Middle Kingdom of the world, since people consider outside of China savage lands. Yeah, I mean, it be like that. That's why, I guess, because for me, I'm not very good at, or I don't know a lot about history stuff in very general, unless I learned it in school or just people talk about it, but I'm not a very good history person. I don't know a lot of stuff. So literally this event, I'm like, where are we specifically? And I'm just like, I would have to look way far back to be able to figure this out. And I don't feel like doing that because not everything in this game is one-to-one. It's sometimes referenced to other places in real life, but it's changed to fit the game, so I guess I will have to get close enough to things, I guess. The lights sway beneath the night sky, alternating between bright and dim. They become a hypnotic flow that those watching cannot turn away from. The flickering lights seem to laugh, to scold, and then to chant unclear words, venting the pain of their brief lives through the ages.
Yes. I can hear them.
This is really
They're
sus
saying-
now.
Grant us longevity.
Bro.
Grant us longevity.
Wait. When did I get this close?
Well, the time period is recent for the story. Relative to Chinese history, only the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 1995 to 1997. Okay. Yeah. A hush falls over the crowd. Mayfly looks up at the figure on the stage. So Ming Dynasty. Let's go. I actually something I study, like, you know how I said I study the different dynasties in school? Good thing I remember some of them, because this is one of them. So I do know. Yes. The one time when I kind of can pull my knowledge out, that I just be like, I know something generally about this. During this event, and then during the Assassin's Creed collab, because I actually went there on a school trip. It's like, hey, I know this place, generally speaking, because I went here. In real life. The warm light shimmers, hearts beat in the time with the swaying shadows. This stage feels as if it were instead a refuge, a bastion of light and song calling out to those who might approach it. Under the cover of night, under the gaze of many hundreds of eyes, 100 float stages rise.
Yang Wu, where are you? They're using the candlelight to conjure illusions. Avert your eyes!
Oh, oops. Don't look. Time to close my eyes. I try to walk around without looking. This is probably like my favorite part of like Reverse, when they insert a song in like the language or in the culture for that update. So I really like it. It's great.
世上人不学仙，真是蠢。
Do you wish to become immortal?
Heron?
Thanks for the heads up, Sean. Yes, thank you. I appreciate this guy. Like, I appreciate it here that they did, like, you have Mandarin like singing here, and it's like the opera, which is really good. I really like that. And then I liked how during the main story for Isolde, they had her doing opera singing, which was really nice. So I like it whenever they insert like in terms of specific types of styles of singing to fit the event story or the main story, or like the language for the song to fit relatively where we are in the story. So it's nice. I appreciate that, because it's nice. I get to listen to songs in different languages and in different styles. It's great. Yeah, funny that Isolde was Australian German. She sung a famous Italian opera. Yeah. Well, it makes sense that she sang in an Italian opera because of A, she's an opera singer. And B, it kind of like fit like the theming of that. But nonetheless, that's also another thing, Otaku, that you point out. I really like the accents that everyone has. Like in terms of how accurate they are, I can't say 100% because I don't speak all these languages, and you know, I don't know everyone with these specific accents, but at least in terms of for my ears, it doesn't sound too fake and too forced, but it sounds, you know, enough and, you know, pretty decent to kind of, you know, at least pass it off as close enough or to what it is supposed to be. So yeah. All right, more reading for me. Fun. The candlelight fades and is soon replaced by the steady glow of modern incandescent. I can't read. Incandescent evolves. My bad reading is coming out real quick. Reed touches her head unconsciously, feeling blades of grass brush against her fingertips.
So, Mayfly was given the method of longevity, just like she wanted. And that means that Paper Heron was the legendary immortal.
Or was it the fact that it was an illusion of her, but it was someone else? Because I know Xiang, I can't say his name, goddamn. Trying to say it with a Chinese accent, but it's not working out. Because he was like, oh, illusion. So I was like, oh, then is it the illusion that's making it like that because she's seeing someone that she knows? Or is this like, you know, actually her? I'm gonna take the lateral and say it's an illusion and it's actually someone else. But you know, I shrug my shoulders. As if a reminder, another blade of grass tumbles down at her touch.
Well, sure not. I better get
Not
this
that she
down before I
can't.
forget any
It
details.
could be just a bunch of papyruses. That is true. She tucks the grass into her pocket and practically leaps towards her paper and pen. I think the interesting part for me, or I think it's kind of interesting how they kind of connect this kind of story for this event, is that you have Reed and then kind of connected to Mayfly in terms of how their lifespan is for their characters, and then through that you tell the rest of like the story and, you know, kind of her interests for longevity, and then you have like the rest of the story be kind of related to that. So I think it's really interesting kind of connecting the character and like the theme of longevity together to kind of get the whole event. So I think it's interesting.
The distinctive melodies of Eastern opera, combined with the magical glow of candlelight, brought the atmosphere to its peak. When the immortal moved her fingers, the audience, including those who had doubts
Ads,
about
okay,
longevity,
BRB, hydrate break. All right. The ads have come in.
naturally came to believe in this miracle, including Mayfly, a herbaceous Xiao whose life was about to end only a few months later. Based on accounts from local residents and my own experience, I feel I can make a bold assumption. After the opera was over, Paper Heron, the legendary immortal, taught the method of longevity to Mayfly to extend her life. Then, for some reason, she fell into a deep sleep beneath Jewel County.
The passage of time goes unnoticed to her. Pen glides from page to page, the sound of scribbling accompanied first by the silence of night, then gently bird song, and finally a bustle of a waking city. Sorry.
Another day.
Damn time passage for this. One more square in her calendar is crossed out. Usually she would leave a detailed journal of her day, a record of her next iteration, but today she lets her pen rest.
Maybe I won't need to leave a note for the next me this time.
As the morning progresses, I can read, the storekeeper pulls up the store's rolling shutters. Waiting outside, aside from the morning breeze, is a familiar face.
You're up early today. Did you get enough sleep? Oh, and I was so busy last night. I forgot to give you your change. Hold on, let me unlock the door first.
Before she can even finish her words, Reed has returned to her glowing screen.
Sleep, Schmeep. My article's almost finished. All I really need is a computer. Oh, sorry, I got a little overexcited. I meant, would it be possible to use one?
I can see that. Go ahead. You can use that one. You know how to turn it on.
Reed takes a deep breath before typing the words she spent the night planning. The odd pace of typing draws the storekeeper's attention.
Are you trying to put a hole in my mouse? Or is the network down?
Huh? Oh no, the network's fine.
It's only then that she notices that her whole arm has gone numb from the speed of her typing.
Has anyone else come by recently?
No, you're the only one. But I'll keep a spot open for you. Don't you worry.
Ah yes, this was a time when computers were still binge. Yeah. I mean, like, considering the fact, like, I wasn't like, well, I mean, I wasn't really interested in that, in like computers and stuff at the time anyways. Okay. I had other things to deal with.
Oh, thank you.
I lived way too long and had to deal with too many things to deal with the start of the internet and computers at the time. So my interest in that came in way later. So, but I did see people have fun with that. So there's that. I kind of like this style of event story where you have like I said before, like two characters kind of having the same kind of like circumstance for like Reed and Mayfly, and then you have like a topic that they're both kind of looking for. In this case, it's like longevity, right? Because of their situation. And I like how through these two characters having a similar situation and kind of having the same kind of goal in mind, you kind of connect the story that you're trying to tell kind of together. But I guess it works in this case a little bit better, but not to say that it'll work for every case, but I do like this. It's kind of interesting. And it is fun. I see. Yes, Otaku. I have lived way too long. I am pretty much like your typical like trope of I look young but super old because of my race and I get to cheat and blah 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 and all that fun jazz. So
Maytree.
yeah.
Someone did mention that earlier.
Considering I'm an angel and lived in heaven for a long time until shit happened, but you know, that's for other things to deal with right now. I am chill doing stuff now, and it's okay. I will deal with that other stuff later. So I've seen a lot of shit, been around a long time, so that's fun. In the daylight, Reed returns to recess, the leafy Central Park, and the bustling construction site nearby. The words Immortal Residence decorating the impressive billboard gleam down at her in the sunlight. Far beneath it, the half-dead May tree that lies in the middle of the park looks dull by comparison.
Another journalist? I already told the other ones we're not open for interviews.
It seems she spent too much time staring as a middle-aged man approaches in a huff.
I don't care who you write for. Get out of here, will you?
Oh, no. I'm not here for interviews. I'm just having a look around. So, someone came around here then? Someone who looked like me?
I'm not answering any questions. My building isn't haunted, and that's that.
Not haunted? You mean...
Before Reed can ask anything more, a new voice draws away their attention.
Sir, we've got a problem.
A young man, breathless from running, cuts her questioning short.
What? And you want to hand it over to me?
It's Professor Dong. He said he...
The property developer pulls his arm, gives a polite nod to Reed, and walks aside. Half a minute later, Reed hears shouting.
Would you listen to yourself? What do you mean they were eaten by monsters?
Professor Dong said he found this in an ancient book. Should we just ignore him?
Damn him and his book. I go and call it the Immortal Residence, and then it turns out people died here. If this gets out, I'll never sell the place.
This is funny. I love this. The developer's voice rises and Reed catches pieces of their argument on the wind.
He gave us a copy of the book. Said he'd send one to the press unless he receives 100,000 yuan today. Do you want to look at it?
I'm not gonna get an accurate amount of, you know, how much that equates because this is not the same relevant year in the same relevant time, but I will just assume that this is a decent amount of money if we generally converted with, you know, how conversion rates, but I shrug my shoulders. He was warned. That is true. Like, bro, people warned you and you still did it anyways. I don't know what you wanted. I don't know what you want, man. Greedy developers, of course we do this. Like, just leave things alone, man.
Fuck him!
While they argue, Reed slips away towards the entrance of the park. Full of hope, she looks up at the May tree. Its dry branches hold many buds. Near the tree, a mule chews on fresh green grass.
Huh?
Ooh.
One with Flo?
She calls out to the mule, not entirely convinced by her own conclusion. Ooh, okay. The mule, startled, turns to flee. Reed immediately takes notice of the familiar pack, one she knows she's seen before.
You traveled with Paper Heron wherever she went. Wait!
A strong wind blows, the rustling leaves drawn out the mule's trotting hooves. A pale page falls a half step before her.
At the time, the sun and moon hung together in the sky. The earth split in two at the gate of the School of May, opening a rift miles long that stalled souls. When the governor had it investigated, they couldn't find a single human dead or alive. Only clothes, dead plants and animals.
Of course.
Many believe the phenomenon was caused by the Earth Dragon.
It's not just the records that surprise her. Thank you for the hydrate, Cillian. Where the page fell, the wind spins in midair, leading her to the precise spot. Another wind knot.
Only clothes, dead plants and animals. The Earth Dragon. No way. Then the Yao didn't really become immortal?
Of course. Hey, I mean, it'd be great if you can just become immortal, but most of the time, that isn't how that works. But, you know, hey, what am I to say? I like chapter 10. It's called To Heaven in quotation marks. I'm like, I see. Don't worry, you don't want to go up there anyways. It's not very fun. It's lots of work. So yeah. On stage, footsteps move with a light, quick pace.
Do you wish to become immortal?
Mayfly looks up but sees nothing before her.
Do you wish to become immortal?
I'll tell you, being immortal sucks. Considering like my lifespan's really long, and I'm not like immortal myself, but like it's not fun. At least not for me anyways. I do get to see a lot of things. It's very interesting, but like it's not great. But I like understand like how Mayfly and Reed feels, just because in their circumstance, it's like that sucks. You're you, but you're not you, because your kind of your like lifespan is like with the seasons and stuff like that. So I understand that they want to be more normal, and kind of be like every other regular, you know, human being in person. But in general, like if you're already normal and you want to be immortal, it's not fun. Unless you're okay with, you know, you kind of being the same with time passing and stuff like that and all that other stuff. So like if you don't care about that, then sure, why not? But yeah. Oh, 100k yuan in 1995 was 11k to 12k USD in 2026. Dang. Damn. Because I live in Canada, so like even that conversion, like for USD and then you convert it to like Canadian, it's like that's still quite a bit because USD is more. Because our dollar sucks. But yeah, that's a lot. I don't have that much just sitting around, so oof, yikes. Dude, like developer guy, he literally warned you, and then he's like, yeah, you're not doing, yeah, it's fine, you probably work for a big company, just pay up the money. I don't know.
Huh? Where am I?
Oh, Mayfly sits up from a comfy bed and looks around.
This place is so luxurious.
She jumps to the floor and walks around the room, curious about her new surroundings.
The bed's soft, and this blanket's so light and warm. What a strange dream I had. But, my, do I feel rested.
I don't know if I should, because my brain's like, oh, is this more illusions? Because that's not fun. I hate it when things are just in my head.
I'm brimming with energy. I haven't felt this good since autumn. With strengths like this flowing through me, I could till a whole field all on my own. That vase is almost as big as me, but I bet I could lift it.
She finds herself standing in front of the vase in the corner, excitedly stretching out her hands to measure its height and width.
Hello, Mayfly.
Who's that? Wait. Paper Heron?
We were chatting outside your room when we heard your voice. I'm glad to see that you are doing well. I know what you wish to ask. You are in the school of May?
The lady smiles and nods as she explains further.
And I am its founder. They call me Master Ren, or Ren the Immortal.
Sus.
Ren the Immortal.
Hey, you know how many times I say sus? I really should just make a sign that just says sus and just like hold it up each time. Flash the sign.
Then you must be the immortal everyone's been talking about. Please, Master, teach me the method of longevity.
Another young soul looking too far ahead to see the truth before them.
Dun dun dun. Yes. Or one of those "that was easy" buttons. True, Evie. That's sus. Yeah. I should just make one of those signs, put it up, just be, or like flashing sign, just like, "It is here."
The immortal you seek is standing right in front of you. But it isn't me. In fact, I was one of her students.
Okay, I don't know how much okay, this is like, really like, I need to know if this is true or not, or this is just in my head because, ooh, sus things happening, so I don't know how much I can trust about this, so you gotta sit through it.
What?
Mayfly shifts her focus between Master Ren and Paper Heron before resting on the more comfortable, familiar face. Saying nothing, Master Ren smiles and follows Mayfly's gaze to Paper Heron.
Heron? You mean she's the immortal?
Paper Heron stirs the sweet soup in her bowl. The white sugar has sunk to the bottom.
I'd prefer if you wouldn't call me that, Mayfly. Makes me feel as though I'm covered in ants.
But how can that be?
Do you recall the evening past?
Last night, I was pushed out on the stage, and then...
Precisely. It was then that Paper Heron held the longevity ritual for you. You fell into a deep slumber for the rest of the night. How do you feel now?
I feel refreshed, energetic, alive. Then I've gained longevity already?
No. This is but the first step.
Fleshy, perhaps. Oh my god, no, Otaku, please no. Because just based on what Reed said before, reading that paper, right? It seems like it is definitely not good and it's very negative and bad consequences happen. And just based on what's happening right now, I'm kind of sus about people, the situation, and just in general. I'm just like, I need some more explaining, or people need to start talking more, because I'm just like, I don't trust anything or anyone right now other than Mayfly, because she's kind of like, you know, trying to get through this. So if anything, at least she's kind of like, you know, kind of going through this and kind of figuring out and stuff like that. So she's like the only one. Everyone else, no.
Master Heron altered the flowing pattern of your chi to imitate that of the Way, laying the foundation for true longevity cultivation. But this alone will not extend your life. To achieve true longevity, one must cultivate it through the method of our school. Worry not. I will be your guide.
I see. No, wait.
Mayfly looks puzzled. She counts her fingers as if attempting to follow the logic to its conclusion.
Paper Heron, if you're Master Ren's master and the founder of the School of May, then you knew all along? You were just pretending? Then you lied too! You know, I felt so guilty about leaving you behind!
I didn't deceive you. I had no inkling that it was Ren that you sought. I only learned of her ritual on the stage at the last instant. I took her place as its officiator as a bit of fun. But I looked quite splendid up there, don't you think? Didn't you notice it was me?
At this pleasant thought, Paper Heron spoons some of the sweet soup into her mouth.
So, it was you who slipped the amulet and the note into my pocket.
Of course. I hadn't cast that spell for some time, so I thought I'd seize the opportunity to give it a spin. Ah, why the glum look, eh? Our performance was a great success. Y'all have joined the school in spadefuls.
You're here for the method, not your magic tricks.
Typical immortals, always bored by... That is true. I can definitely agree upon that comment, Otaku, because I know people in heaven who are... We live and we're bored, and so we do things for fun. Which I end up usually being the result of those I'm just bored behaviors, and I do not enjoy it very much. Or they try to do it on, you know, normal people like you guys in chat. And that's not very fun because then I have to clean up the messes for them, and it's not very great. But it's fine. At least I don't have to deal with that anymore because I have other things to deal with once I get back there. These people are assholes. Anyways, well, not people, one specific person, but I digress about that.
Cite me down. You're the immortal. How could I say such a thing?
It's fine. I don't think she cares. Like, she has, like, the most chill-ass, like attitude ever. I don't think she'll take offense to it. Before Mayfly can finish, hurried steps outside cut her off.
Huh?
The footsteps stop at the door, followed by whispers and then rustle of clothes. Suddenly, a short, plump hedgehog and a yam with a leafy head peek out from behind the door, then a gray rat, a shrew, and behind them a whole parade of other yams.
Immortal! Please, forgive our intrusion. We're here to see you, and our new schoolmate.
Nobu totally isn't only here for what's in Mirai's pantry. Bro! Nobu! I might as well just leave my door open and my pantry door open so you can just walk in. Well, even if I didn't leave it open, you just walk in anyways. So, it's whatever. It's fine. It's not like I have other people that come into my house anyways. So, yeah. It's fine.
Grandmaster, our greatest thanks for these artifacts. We've brought a token of our gratitude. Though it's not so valuable, I hope it will suffice.
Oh, think nothing of it. Consider it a gift from your Grandmaster.
Thank you, Grandmaster. If it's not too much trouble, could you teach us the spell you used on the stage last night?
Paper Heron waves their praise away with her hand, but the smile behind that waved hand reveals her joy.
Sure. It's not so difficult. Just say what more you want to learn, and I shall teach you.
The Yao pour in, talking excitedly with Paper Heron. Mayfly watches as her friend turned Grandmaster enters the circle and shakes her head. A few clear coughs cuts the clamoring voices short.
Now, students. You ought to show respect in the presence of the Grandmaster. Enough playfulness. You must all return to your cultivation.
But I hear this is the first time the Grandmaster has visited our school in many years. We only want to talk to her.
And talk we shall.
Master Ren smiles.
The Grandmaster will be with us for many days. There will be plenty of time. For now, we ought to consider our newest schoolmate. You need some time to settle in. Isn't that so, Mayfly? You have just received the ritual. Your body needs time to adapt. Students, will you show Mayfly around our school? A little bit of activity should do her good.
Right. Best to get some exercise.
Whatever you say, Master.
Exercise? No. I just fly around. As long as this exercise is not using my legs in running or anything other than walking, I will be fine. Because I can walk.
Mayfly, is it? We brought you a gift too. Sorry, we got carried away after seeing the Grandmaster.
It's really funny is because I can't run very fast or run or slash jog like a long distance, but I definitely could walk for a very long time and a long distance. And to be honest, like I prefer to just walk. Like walking and talking with people, I could do that for hours and for a really long time. If I did that while jogging or running, no thank you. I don't like doing that. So, yeah. So I can do walking exercise. Well, I mean, any movement of exercise is still good, nonetheless. So, no sitting on the butt for too long on my desk. Nice. Which is kind of like good because the weather's been kind of getting better, especially in my area. So I'm happy I can go outside and walk. Liao bring out several boxes of herbs and steamers filled with cakes, all prepared in advance. Substantial offering.
That's all right. And thank you for the gift. I feel so full of energy now. I'd love to look around.
You should spend some time getting to know the other students. Your gift can wait.
Alright then. I can save it for later.
No, my game is 100% lagging because, well, there she is. Okay, I'm gonna leave my game for a minute because it's lagging a bit. I don't know why it's doing that. Mayfly pats her skirt and leaves with the Yao. Soon she enters a busy courtyard, bustling with the voices of other students of the School of May.
Stop it, Mayfly! That cauldron's too heavy! You could hurt yourself!
I was just like her back then. Didn't know what to do with my newfound strength.
Paper Heron lifts another spoonful of her sweet soup to her lips and then sets the bowl down.
So, have you retrieved your 5 senses? Master Ren nods and waits for Paper Heron to swallow.
No, it's become worse. Even clear soup is practically tasteless to me now. But enough about that. We have more important things to discuss. My divination suggests that Lan Zhu is waking. I have observed many omens along the road. Birds migrating north, withered grass blackening. Erlong, Lan Zhu will awaken. Unlike other Xiantao beasts, Lan Zhu is not under Zhenzi's control. The quake it wrought brought great suffering to the Huanzhou region.
I'm trying to think. I'm like, have we talked about this before? And my brain's like, I don't think so.
The White Horse School once fought it, and I among them. Yet, we could only force it into a long slumber.
Okay, in this case, based on what Reed said before, I'm assuming this is the fourth dragon? Question mark?
Until the Wei bestowed on us 2 swords of longevity, allowing ordinary students to control the qi of yin and yang in order to pacify Lan Zhu. But then...
She pauses.
You need not say more.
Oh, sword! Master Ren draws an array in the air. It glows gold for a moment, then fades as a white sword appears. Paper Heron stares intently at the sword. It floats in the air, radiating with a soft white glow.
Now, only one sword remains. And the White Horse School is no more.
Her hands shake as she grips it, as if she were holding it too tightly.
You needn't worry. Since the moment you passed the sword to me, I have been making preparations to face Lan Zhu. I know the consequences if I fail. The earth will split, and beneath the dual sun and moon, disaster and disorder will reign.
Oh, which was also in that paper.
Zhu County, all of Huanzhou, will shatter, causing untold devastation. That is why I founded the School of Mei, to gather strength in numbers. Though I wield the last sword of longevity, if it should fail, I have prepared a quelling array, but I will need their strength to help me activate it.
Oh.
Do I surprise you?
Paper Heron looks around the room and answers with a sigh.
Ah, no. It's just... You were but a little Yao when we first met beneath that tree. Look how you've grown.
Oh, is it the same tree that Reed is standing next to? Question mark? Maybe I'm thinking too much into this. Sometimes I do that.
A Yao's life is shorter than most. We must make every day count. You entrusted this task to me, and I will do all that I must to finish it. I will allow nothing to get in my way, not only for the sake of the school, but for the sake of everyone in this land.
She sees Ren smile. Paper Heron pauses, then offers an affirming smile to her old student.
You are more prepared than I could ever hope to be. But mind your students well. I should not like to see your school meet the same fate as mine, eh? I will stay here until the task is done, and intervene if need be.
Master Ren replies with a solemn nod.
Grandmaster, you gave me a second life and the sword of longevity. I owe my life to you. I swear I will complete the suppression, no matter the cost. For you and for your school.
Okay, based on this conversation, I feel like they're trying to do a good thing, but then my question is, then where's the conflict in this then? So we'll see how it goes. Because I don't want to take everything at face value and be like, this is, 100% what it is. Because people can lie. So we'll see. Man, I just see more shapes and drawings in the code. I don't even know what that is. The other one, at least I'm like, oh, that's a rhinoceros. This one, I don't know what it is. Is this a mountain? I don't know what this is, man. Which one? This one. I don't know what this is. Is this a mountain? Doesn't look like an... At least A, it doesn't look like an animal. It looks like more like a landscape. The other one, at least, was easier to tell because it was a rhinoceros, so it was an animal. It's clear and cut. This one, I don't know what this is. That's... oh my god, I can't read this. Shanghai Mountain Range, a temple in the mountains. Okay. Okay, so I was right there. It was a scenery, and I said literally the mountains. Okay, so I had the general gist. Great. I wasn't that far off. I thought I was completely off, but I wasn't too far off. Great. So I was in the general area. But now I guess for me, now I know specifically what and where. Which is great. Now is my game lagging and deciding not to work? Oh no, never mind. In the dim cell, low chants rise and fall over and over until it almost feels like a natural phenomenon, like the howling of the wind. Okay, I'm just waiting for the... I can hear the sound in the background of the audio, so I'm like waiting for it to go.
All the Yao we've arrested are here.
The cell door creaks open slowly. The other Yao stop and look out from their cells at the three who enter. Oh my god, look at this. Another nice, pretty image of this guy. First time he shows up, very nice. This one, also pretty nice.
This must be the true meaning of being watched like a hawk. You may leave. I will have the victim identify the culprit.
Understood.
The cell is packed with Yao. Afraid, a man presses himself fearfully against Qian. Qian grips his blade and tells the man not to be afraid as he takes the first bold step towards them.
I trust there's no need to introduce myself.
Of course, Chief Chung. After all, it took us all quite some effort to sneak past you. Let no one say that you neglected your duties. In fact, you did such a sterling job that not even a fly could buzz through that gate. A pity for you that I soar much higher than a fly.
The Yao all laugh, leading Qian to raise his blade and strike it against the cell door.
Quiet!
Oh, I thought I was going to hear a big bang sound. Okay, great, because my ears were not going to be ready for that one.
Look over them. See if you can identify the one that abducted your family.
Even with the cell door between them, the man feels surrounded by Yao. He dodges fruitfully left and then right as if to avoid their gaze. He peeks at the jailed Yao from the corner of his eye, but each glance makes him all the more concerned.
I don't see them.
My. Should I call you County Magistrate Chung now? If I recall correctly, it falls outside of the duties of mere constables to interrogate suspects.
Through the bars, a bird-like Yao leans towards Qian.
Could it be that you are using this opportunity to learn the method of longevity for yourself?
Enough of your twittering, bird. I am investigating this rumor on behalf of the people, not for myself. Nor is this a formal interrogation. I am within my rights to question any one of you.
And if I don't tell you a thing, what then, Chief Chung? Must you really be so harsh on us? Every Yao in Jewel County is scared to death of you. But I know that you're not all that cruel-hearted. Could you be persuaded to let us go?
As she speaks, she puts both hands through the bars. One holds a gold bar, the other a charm. She waves them before Qian.
I can offer you both wealth and health.
Fiend! I will not allow you to deceive me.
Qian pushes her hands aside with the back of his blade. She jumps back, staring at him tensely, then approaches once more.
You think it deception merely because you believe the method of longevity to be a false rumor. But what if I tell you it's true? Take a guess at how old I am.
There is no need to guess. It is said that Yao can live over 1,000 years.
Whoever told you that knew nothing. Our lives are scarcely longer than our true forms. My own kind live and die within the age of a sparrow. Nothing more.
Surprise flashes in Qian's eyes. He motions for her to continue.
We only want a little more time in this world, Chief Chung. Why must you stand in our way?
Then should I simply allow you and your people to kill, steal, and bring chaos?
Me and my people?
She is stunned for a moment, then responds with a burst of laughter.
I see. You believe Yao to be evil.
No, not universally. Yet, it is Yao like you who spread these dangerous rumors in the county.
Yao stops laughing, her neck jerking in as her feathers rise and puff out. Filled with rage, she storms towards Xian, ignoring the bars.
It is no rumor, fool! Even if it were, what harm have we ever brought for speaking it alone? All our kind desire is to live. I've done nothing wrong. Release me! Every moment is precious.
You may not have taken part in these abductions, but the rumors you spread surely enticed the ones that did. I will not release you.
Fine. Continue in your blindness. But the School of Mei will bring justice to us all.
Yao turned fierce, beating... Oh, sorry. I was reading it right. Nope. Beating her wings in the cell, claw marks over the... Oh, sorry, cover the wall.
The School of Mei? That's the name of your sect, is it?
Her anger has become an incomprehensible marsh of threats and insults. Xian stands between her and... Oh my god, I can't read it fast enough! You know what? I can't be bothered to read the rest of it. I really can't. I can't be bothered to read the rest of it. His name is Chen Guan. Oh god. I can't read it good enough. I wish my Chinese reading was a bit better, but it wouldn't matter because I can't speak Mandarin, which most of these, when we've referenced Chinese anyways in most games, it's Mandarin anyways, and not Cantonese, because I speak Cantonese. But my Cantonese is not good enough to read. I can mostly just understand it because because I never really, like, practiced it since I was, like, a little kid, and I never used it because no one, like, literally forced me to, so I can understand if people are talking Cantonese. I can speak, like, a little bit, but yeah, my strongest understanding. Anything else is like, not very good. It means formula / order and light / radiance. I mean, if that's his personality, especially like the formula / order thing. He's literally, literally him. Forget your Chinese reading, your reading in general. That is true. That is true. It's fine. It's okay. In the Yaman's study, the man sits shaking on a wood chair.
Calm down. Have some tea.
Thank you.
He takes the tea, sips a few times, and then sets it down.
No need to worry. Our cells are quite unbreakable. So, what more do you know of the Yao that abducted your family?
It was jabbering on about longevity. That's all I know.
Well, Noir and Annie are Kanto. Yeah, that's why I was like, when Annie Lee, when she says her lines in her alt and she talks, I'm like, yes, Kanto, I understand. But then, like, some of the words, because my understanding is like for more general, more day-to-day usage, some more specific words I can't quite figure it out sometimes, but most of the things she does say I can generally figure out with context with other words. But like I said, because don't practice my Kanto since I was a little kid, my understanding is like fine. Like if someone came up to me and started talking to me in Kanto, I would understand them, but I could not speak to them back in Kanto. I would have to talk to them in English. Unless it's like very general kind of conversation or like minimal dialogue.
This
And then my
rumor is a
reading is
true
like
menace to society.
horrendous. My Kanto reading is horrendous, so like I cannot. This rumor is a oh, I'm sorry. I'm not paying attention. It's okay. I don't have to. It's okay, dude. I'm sorry. I just tried to. I'm not paying attention.
Please, Chief Chung, please find my father. You're my only hope.
Mirai, I'm sorry. There's been a lot of reading, so I'm trying to be attentive, but then at the same time, I'm just like, I'm reading his lines, even though he said them. He grabs the front of Jin's clothes as if to kneel, but the chief constable catches him by the arms and lifts him to his feet.
Please, sir. I am merely fulfilling my duty.
Can you just carry me, man? Like, catch me! Bro, he'd be so flustered if that happened. Like, bro. Hello, app. How are you doing? Welcome. We are continuing on with the event story for Reverse 1999. I am gushing about my man right now. So, yeah. And we're proceeding more with the plot and learning more about what's going on. So, it is great. He is talking about the sect of May. Yes. It's okay. It's fine. I understand what he's talking about, Otaku. It's just the fact that, like, I'm just not paying attention when other characters are talking when I need to read. That's the thing. I'm kind of just like, damn, I'm not okay. Am I like okay? And I'm clearly not under the influence of any kind of weird arcane skills or anything. Hopefully, I'm chill. What's up? What's up, app? What were we doing today? What game were we playing? We playing more horror games, or do we switch it up and do something else?
I will find the truth. This, I swear.
So, hey guys, my thought about this is the fact that I think, like, I don't think he believes in it fully. And if it is, you know, when he realizes it might be more true than he thinks, I don't know how he'll take it. Whoa. I shrug my shoulders. But we'll see. I'm interested to see how he reacts to some things later on. So we'll see what happens.
Thank you.
Rest a while. Best not to overwork yourself. Guard!
You know what be the funniest twist for this guy is that literally the guy that he looks up to and the guy who believes in him to do a good job actually is the quote-unquote bad guy, and then he has to be like, nah, I gotta turn against you. That would be funny for his character anyways, but other than that, Jan's outfit reminds me of Black Desert Online characters. I've never heard of that game, Otaku, but I was gonna say, because I am Kanto and I do have dim sum, and I go to a lot of dim sum places when I was younger and now still, especially like the more kind of like traditional ones. He just reminds me of those old Chinese dramas that would just be playing on the TV, in those restaurants, or when my parents used to watch them and stuff like that. That's that's what he looks like to me. I'm just like, dang, this guy. But I also like started to like male characters with like long hair, so that too. But yeah, personality wise, totally my type. Look wise, also my type. So great. Play Pragmata, the newest Capcom game. Yes, app. We play Pragmata. Let's go. I was just talking about it earlier on stream. I love it. It's the best game ever. Like RE9, literally held me in its clutches. And then it said, "Here, Pragmata, take her. And also hold her in your clutches." And now I'm just like, ah. Diana's so cute. Ah, must protect her. I just like her relationship with like Hugo. It's so great. It's like the best thing ever. I'm like, ah, it's great. Oh, the wholesome daughter game. I know. It's so good. Anyways, enough of me gushing. I gushed about this game earlier, but and the internet also is gushing about this game, so that too. Anyways, let's move on.
Chief.
Take care of the good man. I must deliver my report on the events at the opera.
Black Desert Online is a long-running open-world Korean MMO. Oh, okay. That makes sense why you're saying that he looks like characters from that game. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Understood.
Tian pats the poor man's shoulder as they walk out. A breeze follows him past the door and scatters far away. Which is really kind of interesting because when I was younger, I didn't really like the look of like when my parents watched like old Chinese dramas. And like I never understood that kind of like that clothing style and also like the hair kind of thing, especially for like dudes. But now like as I've gotten more time and experienced more things, I'm like, damn, I really like this. But also because like for other characters, for other games, I slowly start developing. I like dudes with long hair and other stuff and appreciate the clothing in different cultures and stuff like that. So yeah. Even though I don't like my own culture as much, or not that I don't like it, it's just like I don't care about it as much as I care about other cultures I'm more interested in. I care less about mine, I care more about other people and learning more about other things, so yeah. Yep, just made it past the Terra Dome. Let's go! We're progressing! I just love Diana. She's just great. She's like, I think it's just like, man, I have a soft spot for kids, and I'm just like, she's just great. And then I just love, like I said, the dynamic of the two characters, and it's fun, and I love it. And I'm just like, I must protect her. But I also like the gameplay. Gameplay's really good too. So I'm surprising I'm not doing as bad going into this as much as I did for RE9. But I think it's because I'm harder on myself for RE9 because I'm like, I've played an RE game before. So I'm like, it's been a while. So I hope I can pick it up. But this game, I wasn't as bad as I thought it was. But yeah, it's so good. Good gameplay. So when you were younger, you were dissing on us long hair men. No, I just never understood because, like, as a kid, I was just like, oh, it's kind of weird that guys have long hair. And I always was like, the very stereotypical, like, only girls can have long hair and blah, blah, blah. Until I eventually got into the phase of me, myself, having short hair. Because for the longest time, because of the school activities and other things I did as outside hobbies, I always had long hair. Until about like when I got into like middle school, I eventually, and then also in high school, I was like, oh, I don't like my long hair. I want to have short hair. And I had a short hair for a long time. And then now at this point, I've kind of gotten back to the long hair kind of phase again, just because I like it. But the problem with my long hair is that my hair is so thick that it's basically like if I don't keep it in good like shape and comb it all the time, it's like having the end of a mop on your head. It's thick and it's like tangly and it's not very fun. So there are times where it's like I wish I could swap between the two, but because my hair grows really slow, it's a lot more work to have the short hair and then grow it out again. So I'm kind of just like, I'll just deal with it. It's not a big deal. So I guess for me, because of, I guess, my non-experience with interacting with other like cultures and other perspectives outside of my own, I guess I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. Like, not that I disliked it, it's just like I thought it was kind of weird. And it was like not normal, I guess, in my own perspective at the time. But then like as time went on, I'm just like, yeah, it really doesn't matter. It's like you have whatever you have, you do what you want to do, obviously to some degree, and you know, I have more perspective now. Some of us have long hair because we worry about going bald when older, and short hair would be faster bald. Hey, that's fair too, Nobu. So if anything, I feel like perspective really helped me. So yeah, now I'm just like, if I could talk to past young me right now, as I am now, I don't think past me and younger me would believe the things that I'm into and like the things I am interested in terms of hobbies, the things I like watching, and like the opinions I have. I think it would be definitely very shocking to younger me, but I don't think it'd be like, it would be bad. So it'd be very interesting. I need like a time machine for this one. But yeah, I think it's very interesting where I think about where I started and then now to the things that I'm interested in, you know, all that fun jazz compared to before. So yeah, very fun. It's okay. My life is more spicy and more fun now. Before it wasn't as fun. Not to say that it was bad or anything, but definitely less exciting things. All right, I gotta do more reading. In the Great Hall, a report on the case is being given to the gathered court.
The female Taoist raised her sword above a woman's head, revealing the latter's true form to be that of a herbaceous entity, and shifting her withered leaves into a verdant green.
Ah, old men.
The Taoist then proclaimed the ability to bestow longevity upon any who joined her school. This declaration incited the crowd to a frenzy as they stampeded the stage. Later, the Taoist vanished from the scene together with the herbaceous entity. Several Yao present were detained, and the injured were escorted to the nearest clinic for treatment. In summary, the stampede has been determined to be an unforeseen incident arising from the female Taoist use of arcane skills.
With the report concluded, the paper is folded once more and then handed over to the county magistrate.
Unforeseen incident? Your lack of foresight has seen this longevity rumor spread to every corner of the county. Yao are flooding our lands in droves. Never in my life have I received so many reports of missing persons and acts of sedition.
Bro, this man's trying his best, man. Old people very critical, and then they won't do anything themselves. God. I say this, and then I'm also into like a very, like, okay. Because I also am into the old man type, aka I look at Igor. But like, it's a very sub group of people that I dislike, aka these people.
Make no mistake. This is the result of your errors.
See, exactly. Literally, this guy's just complaining, you did bad job. It's your fault. And then I stare at them and I'm like, bro, if you're gonna complain and you're gonna blame someone else, can you do a better job? And then they're gonna be like, it's not my job, it's his job to do that. And I'm gonna be like, oh, shut up. God. I think in combination of like, oh, man, JK has really made me complain. Looks at Mirai. But he's right though. I know, but like he doesn't have to say it like that. Which is really funny because I said earlier in the story where he's like, oh, I want to follow my gut instinct about looking into this more. And then people are like, no, we're not doing that. And I'm just like, you know, maybe you should. Not to say that he may be right or wrong, but you know, maybe it'll lead to something. It might help. And then now here we are. I don't know, man. Magistrate crumples the paper and throws it at the registrator. In response, the man bows even lower.
We were foolish to put our faith in you. Commander Lee, you are in charge of our defenses. Tell me, how shall we proceed?
Li Hufeng had been standing nearby. He pauses, considering the details for a moment before speaking out in a measured tone.
In these desperate times, I can see only one solution.
I brought Sanctus Matika's over here from the low fool. Bro, Nobu, stop. I did no such thing. I did no such thing, and you cannot say that, okay? That is not what I did.
I would divide all constables into 2 shifts and have them sweep the entire county. We will locate and apprehend all y'all hiding among the populace over the next 3 days.
It's funny because their whole thing was longevity too. Yeah. Hey, it's a running theme, okay? Well, I mean, it kind of like for the fact that like we're talking about longevity in the event that is like based off of like Chinese culture, it's not too like surprising for me because like that's a thing that like not to say that like Chinese people like it like we have a thing with longevity, but it's like we definitely, you know, talk about, you know, being healthy and, you know, living a good long life and stuff like that. So like kind of, you know, having longevity. And I mean like having that as a thing related to this, it's not a surprising thing. And to be honest, there's probably lots of stories and other things in Chinese culture for longevity anyways, but I wouldn't know anything specific. But yeah.
Very good! Do you hear that? All departments will cooperate with Commander Lee. And if I hear of any misconduct, I will show no mercy.
Man, am I just biased to like a subgroup of old people like this? Because like I don't know, I think it's ever since like JJK where I'm just like old higher up people, very annoying, but I guess more so in that series than I guess in this, but still I'm like, old people suck, especially people in power. So yeah, but hey, I shrug my shoulders. The others hasten to agree as they bow with clasped hands. Xian has been wanting to speak, seeing his chance. He seizes it and steps forward.
Honorable Magistrate, I believe we also ought to consider investigating the School of Mei.
He's gonna say this and then they're gonna be like, no. I'm gonna just, you know, put in a guess. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Hey, Mirai, the county magistrate is just that skinny dude next to the Emperor in Mulan. Oh my god, you are so right. Like that tone and the way he's talking, like, oh my god, actually. To be honest, I think that's like the one character in that entire movie, I think that is like the most annoying person, I think. Everyone else is like, you may or may not like, depending on who you are. And then it's like just that one guy. I'm just like, no, bro. The other clerks sneak sneering glances toward him like a discolored bean stiffed from the pile.
And you are? Wait, I believe I recall. Chief Chung, is it? And the School of May? A minor religious sect, yes?
Yes. Please forgive me. After the report was submitted, I discovered a connection between the sect and the animal carcasses found on the streets.
Ah, we're talking about this again. Ah, they're 100% gonna say no. I can hear it. I can hear it.
While in custody, a suspect admitted that the School of May was behind the mysterious parade connected to both the rumors and the drained carcasses. I believe this opera was another part of their scheme. If the Yao are the fruit, the School of May is the root.
The others look away and whisper.
And who are you to speak? Some upstart boy desperate to clear his family name?
Bro, he's literally trying to do his job. See, this is the one thing that I hate the most about, like, Asian culture. It's literally this. It's so annoying. Old people get powerful and powerful people get old. Old principle. Yeah. It'd be like that. And then me, I just complain. Which is kind of funny because technically I'd be like older than all these old people. So, not to say that I am any better in any way, but like, you know, sometimes I do question some of these people. I'm like, okay, sure.
That's him, all right. Just last month, he was ranting about some thief-catching scheme. The argument could be heard from the streets.
Do you remember last year? This boy Niall knocked the doors down, insisting we include those deserters he caught in our update to the Imperial Code. Hard to believe the magistrate allowed him to leave with his head. It seems he hasn't any sense for his position, or his shame.
Bro, this guy's literally trying to help you fix your problem. And then all you can do is just like backtalk him. Bro, like... Maybe I'm complaining about this because this is very accurate. To like, the thing I hate about Asian culture, this.
The son of a bandit turncoat. No wonder he barks like a dog, demanding praise for his every deed.
I want to tell all these old people to shut up right now. Like, literally.
He's fooling himself if he thinks he can wash himself clean of his family's past.
Xian ignores their whispers and stands tall and firm as a noble pine. And suddenly, Mirai's head rolls from the group of old men.
Commander Lee, thoughts on this matter?
Hello, fair maiden, Mirai. How are you doing this day? Hello, what's up? I'm doing good. I'm just complaining about old people talking smack about my dude because of things that happen in his family, and you must uphold honor and you should be shameful and blah 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 and all that goddamn shit that I'm really annoyed about. But other than that, I'm doing great. I'm having a great time playing through this event. And I've been playing Pragmata recently, so it's been fun. But I'm not gonna rant about it because I think the sentiment about how good it is and stuff like that, or positive things about the game, is kind of everywhere online. So yeah, so my sentiments are the same about that. So yeah. Greetings, good sir. Me hope is thy day fareth well. Stop, Nobu, stop talking oldie English. I can't read. No, Nobu, don't do this. As all else goes quiet, Hufe? God, I should just not say his name. Clears his throat and speaks.
I hold to what I've said before. The Yao pose a serious danger to the people. Our priority must be to expel them from the county. What would you have us do, Your Honor?
The matter is handed to Commander Lee. Dismissed.
It's okay, Evie. It's fine. It's just my life.
Understood. But the School of May?
Bro, at this point, I feel like you have two choices. You either leave it or you just do it yourself, whether people approve of it or not. The others seem prepared to leave, but Chuan looks around anxiously until finding the familiar shape of his commander waiting under the eaves.
Commander Lee.
Come here, He Guang.
Lee walks from the hall in long, quick strides, forcing his subordinate to hurry to keep pace.
Are you really so desperate for glory that you forget the chain of command?
Okay, I was complaining before and I'm still gonna complain, but I'm not gonna complain.
How do you aim to win trust if you refuse to pay respect to your betters?
I apologize, Commander. But this is a promising lead. If we don't act now, we may miss a chance.
Lee turns his voice sterner than ever.
Do you think you are the only one with the lead on this case? That no one else can do as you have done? Not even those with greater power and resources? Is that why you announce your intentions for all to hear? Your heart may be pure, but others have their own designs. If your words reach the wrong ears, do you think they will sit and do nothing about it?
Oh, my game is lagging. There we go. Tian's tongue twists. He had prepared for a scolding, not this.
Commander, you mean...
Keep digging, but do not draw any further attention. That's all for today. And if your actions are brought to light, I will tell them I denied your request. Understood?
Yes, Commander.
Thank you. I do not have to complain. Because I swear I was going to complain. He bows deeply, then straightens his posture.
I will learn from your wise words.
I swear. Bro, no one has ever said Nobu's name very long. Like a full name. I love how WhatsApp just says Nobu's like whole name, and then it's just, I'm just like, damn, I've never had anyone like, even I don't even say Nobu's whole name, and I'm just like, dang. Anyways, let us continue. Oh, flowers! I love how I could discern that really quickly. Permission without any of the liability, typical old man. Yes, like actually, and I was like, okay, I will complain a little. I won't complain as much as before about the other old people. So still complaining, but like a little less. Hey, that's the name of a Ghibli film.
Come, Mayfly. You ought to familiarize yourself with our school before you begin.
Yes, Master.
Mayfly peeks out from behind the door, watching the others in the front courtyard.
It's still early in the morning, but
excuse me.
Everyone's already up and busy.
It is. Soon, you will be practicing alongside them.
The many Yao she has come to know nod to her in greeting.
The students live in the side house here, as will you. I believe you've met some of them already.
Oh my god. No, not more old English. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys talk. I'm just gonna mind my own business, aka I'm gonna keep playing through this game.
I see. Ah! There's a mouse climbing up on that bamboo by the wall.
Don't be alarmed by Brother Mouse. He has taken to staying in his true form most of the day.
Forgive me, brother.
I'm sure he does not mind. The School of May is one of the few refuges for Yao in this region. Our students are free to live in whatever form they wish. You may even choose to live as a reed, if that is what you desire.
Everyone address Lord Mirai. Hail thy queen. No! Nobu, don't.
Live in my true form. But
One must learn to find fulfillment in their true nature. Only then may one discern their path to the way. It will make sense in time. Come, let us speak further in the front courtyard.
Or is it Empress in China? Yeah, it would be more of that way to address Nobu. In China for that, but either or do not. Doesn't matter. No.
Master, where is that music coming from? I keep hearing it, but I don't see anyone playing.
You won't have need of that haste much longer, Sister Mayfly. This is the front courtyard, where students may gather to train or rest as they like.
But no one's here.
This way.
The gardens of this land excel at artful concealment. Past the moon gate, after a few winding paths, a hidden world opens up to her. Black eaves press down upon white rooms that enclose a square The ground is paved with gravel into which white marble tiles are set, forming a no, oh my god, concourse. All right. Students in white stand atop it, playing solemn Taoist music together.
There she is, the new student.
Sister Mayfly, are you feeling better?
Paper Heron waits here too. The students occasionally steal small glances at her. She looks around, nodding to the students as she meets their eyes and greeting Mayfly in particular.
Hello, everyone. What are you all doing here?
Master Ren is here too! Greetings, Master! We hope you want your guidance today!
It's good to see you all. Please, be seated.
The crowd spreads out and sits in a ring around Master Ren. A female Yao pulls Mayfly in to sit beside her.
Revision always offers new insight. And with a new student among us today, let us begin by reviewing the stages of the method of longevity. To master this art, one must attain 3 stages: the regulation of qi, concentration and visualization, and the cultivation of the body. In the first stage, we focus on the rhythm of the breath. Each of you must find the pace which best suits your constitution and nature. Once you reach a state of meditation, we will work to concentrate the mind on an object, opening ourselves to the stimuli of the divine. As for the cultivation of the body...
Hearing this, Paper Heron interrupts Master Ren.
That wouldn't be for the best.
Whatever do you mean, Master?
Your students are getting ahead of themselves. Teach them the basics first, eh? A pavilion is not built from the roof down.
If I am to cover every foundational detail, I would have to start from before the White Horse School was even founded. Unfortunately, I never walked its halls. All that I know, I learned from you. Would you do us the honor, Grandmaster? The students would be most grateful to hear it from your lips.
Paper Heron looks around. The students wait eagerly for her words. The School of May seems to be thriving on the high moral of its students, and her heart is warmed by it. Keep clicking and then it's not moving
It has
on.
been quite some time since I last spoke of my old school, but I'd be happy to.
She lifts her heels and leaps gracefully into the ring before launching into her story.
The very first attempts at achieving longevity can be traced back to ancient times, but it's enough to start with the founding of the White Horse School, eh? It first took shape in the late Tang Dynasty, as our founding master traveled the land collecting many rare and lost scriptures in hopes of preserving the Taoist arts for future generations. From those arts, he developed a method to balance yin and yang, and through it, discovered the secret to a long life. He named it the practice of inner alchemy, and it later became the foundation of the White Horse School. Now, to perform it properly, you must work through these stages in order. Listen closely. The scripture says, when one's mind is tranquil and free of distracting thoughts, all things between heaven and earth will become one with it. So the first step is to set aside worldly concerns and seek stillness from within. For only then can one perceive the presence of the way.
You know how hard this would be for me? My brain is like, if I'm not thinking about things specifically and just like my brain wander, there's always like noise in my brain. So like this would be very hard for me. Not that I'm purposefully trying not to think or get distracted, but my brain just is like buzzes all the time.
Step 2 is about finding your tea. Life
I guess the
is
only
born
time
of
I'm
the
not like that is when I'm
accumulation of
asleep,
tea.
so
When tea gathers, we live.
I guess
When
need
it
to find a way to do that
disperses,
while I'm not
we
asleep.
perish. Without tea, we can neither strengthen our bodies nor nourish our spirits, and so we cannot prolong our lives. We must spend years learning its workings until it becomes as familiar to us as our own hands. The third step is to use your understanding of tea to work its flow, guiding it until it moves in harmony with the way.
So basically what I have to do is ask Punchy to teach me things, which I'm not very good at doing. He's very good at it. Oh my god, if I did, he'd be like very delighted, but also at the same time be like, man, I cannot. I could not. Even the Chinese character for Empress are pretty Wang Hu. That is true. Very nice. I love how, like, to remember, like, writing characters for Chinese, you, like, look for specific, like, shapes and stuff like that. And it's, like, a lot easier to remember how to write some of the characters. But I mean, like, you do that for Japanese, too. But, yeah. It makes me kind of sad that my Kanto is so bad compared to all my other languages. I wish it was a little bit better, but I'm never forced to use it, so... Oh well, it's fine. Hey Mirai, start meditating on the floor. Don't worry about the stick in my hand. No!
This step is the most crucial. When your body attunes itself to your tea and allows you to retain it. This may take some time, but it must not be rushed.
No, don't do that, Nobu. I don't know if it would be any better if I asked Punchy to teach me. I think it'd just be just as bad. I'm not very good at this, man. This is not my shtick.
Without the tea within, the body stands hollow. And if hollow, how may life endure in it?
Taoist principle, training for objects of nature makes sense, as Taoism asks you to commune with nature to bring out your true self. I'm not saying that, like, it's bad and that I probably couldn't do it. I just struggle a whole lot. At least I feel like more so like me now. Maybe like me when I was younger back then might have an easier time just because of just how I am now. I feel like I would struggle a whole lot compared to before. So that's just me thinking out loud.
This takes real devotion. You must practice daily until your body is ready to harmonize with the flow of tea. To retain tea is to attain the way. One who has attained the way may long endure. So the scripture says. But the path is long and perilous. Stray from it, and both body and spirit may be annihilated. At best, it is a process of decades. At worst, well, I've seen some wait hundreds of years.
But, Grandmaster?
Yes? Speak your mind.
Empty thy thoughts, feel thy muscles as you stretch and move slowly, breathe in deeply, breathe out slowly. No, I try. Like, I mean, like, we kind of do that a little bit when I do, like martial arts, because I've talked about it before, that I do, Taekwondo. But we don't do it as much. And, like, if anything, it's not quite the same. But, yeah, I'm not very good at this. I think the problem is that I can't, like, not that I'm not, like, concentrating. I think it's because, like, if I'm not like I said, if I'm not thinking about something, my brain drifts. And if my brain drifts, it's bad. Because I know then that's when my brain goes to other places. But even if my brain doesn't drift, there's just sound in my head. And like I said, I don't know how to get rid of that unless I'm sleeping, because at that point I'm half conscious and I'm not, clocking in anything. So like I don't know how I can get that without sleeping.
Do you really mean it will take a few decades for us to master this method?
Thwack, sit up straight. That's just in general, man, Nobu. It's probably better for my back and also in general for this. Taoism is the opposite of Taoism.
To walk the path of longevity is no small feat. But the calmer your mind, the clearer your vision, and the quicker you will progress.
Man, that means I would take a long time to do this by this logic. And by how you're supposed to do it properly.
But how can I devote myself to a method that takes decades to master when I only have a few years to live? And if what you say is true, wouldn't only the long-lived be able to achieve longevity?
Ah.
She pauses, composing her thoughts for a long while, then walks over to Gentryground.
Not entirely. The scripture says, in the pursuit of worldly knowledge, one gains daily. In the pursuit of the way, one loses daily. Less and less is done until nothing is done. When nothing is done, nothing is left undone. Don't get so hung up on the path ahead. Nothing stays fixed forever. Live in the moment, and new opportunities will arise.
So, we'll just do nothing at all?
Not exactly. It isn't nothing, but rather non-action. We let go of all deliberate effort. Attending to your purposes, doing only that which is yours to do.
Hearing her words, the Yao look at each other. One of them cannot hold back their frustration and rushes up in front of her.
That's absurd! If that's how it is, what are we to do? Sit around and wait for death to come? Our lives are much shorter than yours, you know.
Now, Brother Badger. The Grandmaster didn't mean...
Undeterred by the gentle redirection, the Yao continues his questions anyway.
That which is yours to do? What's that supposed to mean? Is this what's mine to do?
Grandmaster, none of us would be here if we had been content with the time we were given.
Paper Heron is speechless. She sees now the crux of the issue. They have been led astray from the very beginning. The doubting voices grow louder. The Yao become agitated. Paper Heron stands silent above them, lost. Mayfly struggles in her seat, not knowing who to agree with. I'm sorry, the Yao students did take the prerequisite philosophy 101.
All right, everyone.
A clear, loud call rings out like a stone dropped in water. The Yao immediately falls silent.
Master?
Master Ren walks into the ring and stands beside her teacher.
Each of us approaches the way differently, for we are all guided by our own nature. The Grandmaster speaks only from her own experience. If her words help you, hold them. If they muddle you, do not be troubled. You may understand them in the time to come.
This looks very pretty, by the way. Very nice. I like it. I mean, like, this game does a good job at doing the art and the still frames. So, nice.
Yes, Master.
It's been a long day, and the Grand Master has traveled far. Please, leave her to rest.
Paper Heron looks at her former student and then at the calmed Yao. With a stiff nod, she resigns herself to a stone stool outside the ring.
Heron? Are you alright?
She walks over and sits by Paper Heron, whose serene facet now seems ever so subtly broken.
I'm fine. Should have chosen my words with more care, though.
Well...
For a moment, oh my god, cicada chirps and birds calls sound unusually sharp. Paper Heron looks down, hiding her face.
I thought they'd be interested. Back in my time.
The words... Oh, sorry, the words. Sorry, I'm replacing... At least I'm correcting myself, thank God. The words are a faint whisper, so light she barely hears them.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Just... forget what I've said and follow your master's teachings. Perhaps she's found a better way.
The third step the Grand Master spoke of is what we call the cultivation of the body. Through practice, your body will work with your chi until they are one. Mastering this may take decades, even hundreds of years. But here in the School of Mei, we needn't dwell on that step. Instead, we focus on the regulation of qi and concentration and visualization.
Back in my day, technically I couldn't use that back in my day, but I don't bother. It's not something that is for me. I don't know. I feel like for like Heron, it's like here is like the full step to do it in the more, I guess, detailed and I guess proper way. I don't know how to say it, but I guess for in terms of like Master Ren, I feel like it's like the same general kind of steps, but it's like the pace at what you're doing it at is a lot faster and trying to do it like speeding up time instead of having to take so long to do it, which last time I checked, taking shortcuts sometimes is not good for something to, you know, supposed to take you a long time to get good at, you know, but I shrug my shoulders. We'll see how the results are. She looks over to Master Ren as she continues her lesson and resolves herself to what must be done.
We needn't dwell on that step?
See? Literally, someone said, this is the most important step, and then someone's like, nah, we don't need to deal with this for too long and kind of go past it. And I'm like, someone literally said you must pay really attention to this, and you said, let's not? That's kind of bad. Of course. See, I can, okay, like literally I get pretty much all the animals here. It's good. I'm good at guessing. Except for the one where I thought it was the wrong thing, but I got the general gist. Pay close attention to this step. Falls asleep. That too, I guess, as well.
Move! Constables on duty! Make way!
The sun sets in the west. Meanwhile, constables armed with bows and blades march through the streets. Like a long cobalt dragon, they pass by as people watch curiously and whisper to each other, wondering at their destination. Two constables hurry to reach the young man leading the grim-faced parade.
Chief, there's no trace of that Reed girl anywhere. She's disappeared.
I see. Stay sharp and keep an eye out for her. We can't allow any more Yao to escape.
News from the West Gate. 2 more Yao have been captured. Do you want to question them yourself like last time?
It's like if instead giving Mirai those 5-pound dumbbells to build muscle over time, I put Mirai on a bench to bench press 250. We skipped the building and now Mirai is struggling to breathe with 250 on her chest. Yeah. Please don't do that. I cannot do that. So I would not appreciate that. We need to build good foundation before we do all the cool shit. As anything you try to do. You need to build the foundation and then you can do all the cool and fun stuff later. Because then we don't end up doing that like in Nobu's example, or we don't hurt ourselves or hurt other people. That is important.
I'll be there shortly.
But even though you do those fun things, and you do learn the foundation, you still should, still take it seriously. Like for me, like when I do like martial arts, like I didn't get to do any of the fun stuff until now because I'm like, I've learned the foundation, but also I've like progressed through more. And like I get to do some of the fun stuff. AKA I get to do weapon training. But even then I still have to take it very seriously. Just because like if I don't, then I'm gonna hurt myself or other people. So even though you are doing that cool fun stuff, it's still, not like you shouldn't take it seriously. If Qiang encountered Burton, he would probably arrest her as a spy or outside. That is true. I can picture also the conversation he'd have with Burton. It'd be very interesting.
We've been walking for a while now. Where are you leading us?
Yang Yu still wants to speak, but their chief raises his right hand, signaling the marching constables behind to stop.
This is it.
The house before them lies at the street's end. Its doors are tightly shut, but chanting voices escape out through the cracks.
黑龙屯白骨，寒渊鬼泣屋，城府仙人线，长生免祸殃。一起归元，长生可望，命本可改，道之传人，莫待他朝，永驻仙乡。
The source was right. Y'all are gathering here.
Oh, the music picked up. Qian clutches his fist towards the door, then lifts it in a sharp upward motion. The metal bolt falls with a clang.
Move in!
Oh, they are just caroling. Don't arrest them. That is true, Otaku. They're just saying words. What do you mean? It's fine. Anyways, let me read. He draws his blade and throws the door open. The constables pour into the small square courtyard, ringing their reversion bells. Caroline in April sees them. Actually, Evie, actually.
Patrol constables! Civilians, stay back!
By whose order are you here? Who gave you the right?
Quite the posture for a wanted suspect. You're all under arrest. Seize them.
True Nomu starts singing Jingle Bells and then gets tackled midway, and you're just like, what the fuck? Okay. Let's do this.
Your request has been heard.
Oh! Yo. I want to pull him so badly, but he's in the second half. Man, I have to wait. Anyways,
The bones will tell.
Formless support.
I admire your courage.
The show's on, hounds.
Pardon me.
Oh, my game is lagging.
Sharp fangs. Time waits for no one, even for a great people.
Be glad it's second half, Mirai. Gives you time to collect gacha after Old Man. That is true. That is true. I mean, like, I didn't spend too much. I mean, like, I spent, like, I think it was around, like, 50 to, like, 70 pulls, I think, for Igor. And it was, like, the same for Ashvale. So, it wasn't too bad. And I hadn't pulled for a good amount of time since, like, Charon, so it wasn't that bad. It's pretty okay.
Confrontation wasn't...
Plan A.
I had the rear.
That is true. I like how he says, I have the rear, and I'm like, yeah, it's true, you are standing at the end. Anyways.
Ready to raid.
The Bagua drown on the sign brick never warns about its changes.
I know this would be, like, not the most optimal team ever, but I kind of want to put Birdman and Xian together in the same team just for fun.
Strike when the time is right.
I think that would be funny. Let's go!
Victory, the mother of arrogance.
I just realized this team also does everything in like 2 turns. But I don't know if it's because like the difficulty of the enemies are lowered in the events compared to like main story, or like I just have like decent team comp. Who? Birdman. It's because I never forget. I never forget. Never forget. I forget his names all the time. Never forget. Yeah. Okay. I wouldn't be calling him that if I remembered his name. I'm just being dumb. Getsia? Yeah. I don't know why. It's not hard to remember. Like, it's not a hard name. Wait, actually, I'm curious who did the most damage out of curiosity. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're like really close. Well, yeah, so the DPS and then some DPS. Yeah, okay. So fair enough. It's supposed to be like that anyways.
This is outrageous! You jumped up toll collector! How dare you lay your hands on us?
Yeah, it makes sense. Because technically both of them are supposed to be replacements for Muldir and Lopeta, so it makes sense that he's doing more damage. But Igor's also doing a decent amount. But I think it's just for longer fights, you would see the kind of like the more disparity in terms of like damage output or like during a boss. So we'll see later on when we get to the boss. He is a heavenly creature. Yes, he is. I love like Otaki, if you learn my history about with me and in this guy, it's really funny. And also my history with this game. So like it's great. But I'll talk about that later.
What on earth is that noise?
I kind of want to get through some more of the story.
That's enough!
I said enough! Stop!
Considering we're at like 2 hours and 30, and we're only like at, what, section 13? I think there's like 22? So if we can get through a little bit more, we don't have too much to do tomorrow. The bells ring under the eaves. Those inside cover their ears, but no tails grow, and no bark forms, to cover their skin.
They're not Yao?
Uh-oh. We made a mistake. Hopefully it's not going to cost us too much. The young chief constable is struck still, grappling with the unexpected outcome. These people dressed in fine silk are wealthy merchants, not Yao cultists. From outside, older, wiser constables peek in, with the newer, oblivious recruits continuing to ring their bells as ordered. We're gonna get criticism. He has like the good intention to want to do things, but like the execution's not quite there. But like I can see like we're trying. See, they weren't just Caroline. You're right, Otaku. They were just being chill and just talking about stuff. You know, they weren't doing anything weird.
Stop the bells.
The constable stops and Qian looks over the crowd before sheathing his blade.
I am Chief Constable Cheng, acting on orders to investigate the Yao involved in the student parade. I have been instructed to bring them to justice without delay. The verses you were reciting are identical to those the Yao chanted at the parade. If I am mistaken, I humbly ask for forgiveness in advance.
Can you believe this petulant boy? He thought we were Yao gathering for some evil ritual. Watch yourself, Chief Constable. Slandering a respected merchant like myself could get you in serious trouble.
All are equal before the law. I only act in accordance with it. I ask your presence at the Yamen. So please, gentlemen, come with us. Should you be proven innocent, I will offer my deepest apologies.
Do you know who you're speaking to, boy? I won't leave this house unless your superior comes and explains everything in person.
The air feels heavy as lead. The constables look at each other, no one daring to speak. For a moment, the standstill feels as if it might go on forever until the tension is at last cut by a voice from outside.
Gentlemen, I'm afraid there's been a misunderstanding.
Okay, I'm not gonna have a good time right now. I will bear with this, and hopefully not complain too much.
Sir?
The constables part respectfully as Lee marches into the courtyard, followed by a plump middle-aged man in brocade.
Those honorable gentlemen are simply studying the classics and cultivating their minds. It has nothing to do with the turmoil on the streets, nor with the Yao's evil deeds.
You speak the truth, Commander. These classics the gentlemen were reciting are scriptures transcribed by His Eminence Zhang himself. They serve only to enlighten the mind. But no doubt our young chief constable here only intended to perform his duties and perhaps lead to judgment. Is that so, Commander?
I thank you for your understanding and your timely message. Else, this could have been an even greater humiliation. He Guang, apologize to the honorable gentleman.
Song, I just realized I have not consistently been saying his name! And other characters have been saying his name! God dang it. Remains silent and stares at the scripture scroll in the man's hand.
Cheng He Guang, do you not hear me?
I acted thoughtlessly. For that I am sorry, Your Excellencies.
Do you think that an acceptable apology? When we return to the Yamen, you will suffer 60 strokes for your insolence.
Please, no need to be so harsh, Commander. I'm certain the chief acted with the best intentions. Young men often rush to judgment. We've all done the same.
Speaking back and forth, Lee and the middle-aged merchant ease the tension at last. A look passes among those in the courtyard. The obvious leader among them speaks.
No real harm has been done to us. Do not punish him for doing his duty.
Oh yeah, whips was a thing back then. Yeah, I know! I know! Why did I sit here and I'm just like, I don't... Nope. Nope. And then here's me just being like, I like men with scars, but not for that reason! This is not fun.
Just be sure to keep your officers in line, Lee.
Of course. Your generosity is greatly appreciated, gentlemen. We shall take our relief.
Gosh darn those young whippersnappers. I also don't say that. I probably should sometimes, but I don't. Lee says no more and signals for the constables to leave the courtyard. I think I don't say that, it's just because, like, I still act like not the age that I am, which, you know, I don't feel like that I should. I don't know. I mean, just because I'm old doesn't mean I have to act that age. And let's be honest here, I don't really want to be old lady. When a cobalt dragon retreats back to its cave in the form of a slow and dreary procession of downcast faces. He stands ahead, unconcerned with the sour faces of the lower ranks behind him. With their commander present, the constables dare not even speak as they pass through the doors of the yamen and file away to the mess hall. Only Chen remains by the entrance, struggling to hold his head high. The result is something stiff and strange, but proud.
Why are you standing there like statue? It's time to eat.
Alright, give me a second, guys. Okay, never mind. We're good. I thought I heard something.
I'm awaiting my 60 strokes.
Lee puts down the case file and looks at him with a complex expression.
There won't be any coming. Now, go eat.
Ad's done. I am back with tea. Let's go. Welcome back. But he still does not move.
If you've elected to spare me, then allow me a question, Commander. The man who came with you had a scroll in his hand. Where did it come from? There's a Bagua array on it, formed by a Mei tree and a Jade sword.
I didn't say that word right, but you know what? It's fine. Hopefully I will remember it this time.
Hogua, if I spare you the punishment, you ought to at least do me the courtesy of sparing me the questions.
Teacher. Evie, no! Shh.
Then I would rather take the punishment.
Okay, man. Not to you, Evie. I mean, to him. God dang it. The evening wind blows through the hall and the candlelight flickers in response.
Do you really have no inkling of who you offended tonight?
I do not.
The Chen family. Respected gentry with 3 imperial scholars in only few decades. Lord Lu, a core leader. His family have served in the military for generations. And the Lees, I needn't remind you who they are.
I am but the son of bandits. I don't know any of these High Lords.
Now you know.
Lee looks away and reads from the case file.
The man with the scroll. Is he of noble birth too?
He does not receive an answer.
Am I right to assume that you've kept me from investigating the school of Mei? Not because you feared it might alarm them, but because you're aware of the school's prestigious background?
Is my predictions coming to fruition? Not in the exact way, but like in some small way. Words are pointed, but do not break his commander's grim silence.
You know they're responsible for the turmoil in the county, yet you permit these men to walk free, allowing the common Yao to take the fall.
Enough!
Lee rises with an expression as furious as a lit rocket as he throws the files to the ground.
Are you so naive? Do you truly have no clue as to why you were spared today?
Because of your connection to the man with the scroll.
Then you do have some inkling of what's going on.
Oh my. Oh, hello. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I was so into this conversation that like literally I didn't notice. I'm so sorry. Welcome, guys. Oh my god. Fawn. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong. I'm very bad at reading names. And thank you for the raid. Hello, everyone. We're playing Reverse 1999, and we're playing the new event story that's currently running right now. And currently right now, I think we're at the kind of getting into the crux of the plot a bit more, and I kind of just got really sucked in for a second, so I'm so sorry I didn't address you guys right away there. So thank you. Yeah, you got it right. Yes. For once I can read names, because I've been struggling to read names right now, and in general. So, I'm, for everyone that just joined, if I say anybody's names wrong, please correct me, or if you have a preferred name, just because I'm not very good at that. So I appreciate it. Let me read. I hope you are having a good stream. I am having a good stream, yes. Yippee. Thank you, Safety. Thank you for... I'm assuming Nobu, you did that. Thank you for the shout out. Thank you for doing that. Nobu, don't hide. Also, thank you for the follow. Fanun, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry. I was so distracted by the story that I got thrown off. Sorry. I'm just trying to like catch my composure again. Fanun is also playing Reverse. Hey, let's go. I'm having a lot of fun right now. Did you guys finish playing the story event, or are you guys still kind of still going through it? But it's people, many. Nobu, it is your job. You are mod. You must You must welcome people in. Thank you to app for doing the job. Thank you, I appreciate it. I had to do a Honkai Star Rail patch today. That is fair. I would also be doing Star Rail patch today as well, but because all my devices are really old, they do not like it when I play on release day of that patch, because I try to do that for back in Amphorius for one of the later parts of the for that area and for the story, and my game like lagged and crashed like crazy. So I have now just accepted the fact that the things that I own are just really old and I don't have the money right now to upgrade things. So I'm just kind of just letting the first day kind of, you know, the initial update kind of pass and then kind of move on with it after. Also, I'm just not in a rush to kind of like do things right away and stuff like that for updates now, just because I'm like, they take a while anyways. I might as well take my time. Okay, I should also read what your guys' comments are in chat. But I just started the reverse story a little. I'm totally not on like the 3 chapter. It's okay. I mean, like, you take your time, do it at your own pace. I was just curious. We gotta support the reverse streamer. There's always so few of us. That is true. I feel like in general a lot of people, like a decent amount of people play it, but definitely not a lot of people stream it compared to like Star Rail and other Hoyu games or other games in general. But I think it is nice. I thought that this I actually thought that this event had like main story characters or kind of plot related in it, but I was told that apparently starting from this event onward, that it's all like isolated stuff and it doesn't have main story stuff because of new players, and I'm like, that's kind of sucky. But I mean, like, at least it's not as bad as like other like gacha games where like for example like Genshin, where they have events with that kind of relevancy for main story plot and lore and characters, and then you can't replay it. At least for reverse, they, you know, after a couple updates they do put the events permanent, so it's not too bad. But I guess definitely for new people, you might kind of not know some of these things.
You did well capturing those Yao, and I had plenty to speak highly of you before Lord Lu. But after your actions today, storming into a civilian's home, attempting to arrest all present, how can I possibly recommend you?
Thanks for reminding me. Got to update and a wolf 99 times. That is true. Nobu, you should do the polls if you're doing the polls for Silver Wolf, because she is definitely out. Love our 1999 streamers. Yay! Thank you, Safety. Genshin events disappear, gone forever. Yeah. So at least for reverse, I appreciate that, like, after a couple updates, they do put them permanently, even though you do have to wait a bit of time, but you do get some of the, like, you might not get context right away for new people, depending on the pace you're playing at, but at least you do get it eventually and it makes more sense, and they do make it permanent, so I do appreciate that. So, yeah. I mean, like, by this point, if you're playing as a new player, I guess, then you would have everything. You just need the, I guess, in-game, like, quote-unquote, as I like to call it, currency to be able to unlock the events and to be able to play them. But other than that, it's not as bad as some other games. I'm actually behind in some of the new endgame modes. That's fine. I mean, like I said, take your time. You know, you do it at your own pace. The 50-50 lost pool being so large too is so great. I mean, like, it's nice. You get some choice now instead of just having the standard characters. You have some limited character choice, which is nice too. If you have some characters that you don't have and you want to get them still, or if there's some maybe characters you prefer to get than others, so you have some more choice. True.
Have you forsaken your vow and decided to live in your father's disgrace forever?
I should probably continue while we keep talking and not just like hold my gameplay. Bro, dude, I mean, like, I literally said this before. Like I said, like, watch it, he's gonna have to go against his superior and the guy that, like, kind of he looks up to. Not in the exact way, but like I did say that before, and I feel like this is that moment. So I feel like at this point he needs to decide if he's gonna kind of keep going at the way he is, or is he gonna just, you know, do what is supposed to be right. He grits his teeth but does not give an inch.
But Commander, this is more important than my name. This is for the safety of the townspeople.
All right. Then tell me exactly what harm the School of Mei has done, and what crime you accuse them of.
As my prior report states, they're practicing sorcery and other forbidden arts.
They fabricated a descent of the deity at the parade, yes. But have you caught any of the offenders from that day?
Not yet.
And has any member of the school actually committed a crime? Or have you found some scripture that proves their evil intention?
I'm gonna take 60 lashes for a stalling game as Nobu hit with a rolled up empty chips bag. No. It's okay, Nobu. You can just hang me from. You just make me like hang upside down from a tree. I will not like that. I don't like hanging upside down very often, even though technically I could also fly upside down, but I prefer not to do that if I can.
I have not.
Which is kind of funny because I like roller coasters when they do loop-de-loops, but I guess because roller coasters are a lot faster than just being held upside down, it is not very fun.
So, you have nothing. You wish me to convince the magistrate to act against the School of Mei, risking the anger of officials and high lords based on nothing? Hmm?
It's okay, Nobu. I will take the empty chip bags. Actually, well, Nobu, a pool noodle would work. It would be fine.
The school will claim that they were
at least you have some more accuracy than a chip bag, because that's gonna not quite go the way that you probably want it to. And
to think their practice could grant longevity. We cannot act on hearsay and rumors, especially when it may anger the high lords.
You're right. I lack the evidence to refute your words. But if it is the lords that worry you, I will investigate in secret. 3 days is all I need. I will find the proof.
Enough.
Not the cold blast of wind sweeps through the hall, rustling the papers on his desk. Lee uses a paperweight to smooth the files and sits back into his chair.
Go now. Get some rest. Your men are to be placed under the Captain Zhang. He knows the county well. You will remain, but only as his backup.
Why? I've done nothing wrong.
Very fun. I choose the chip bag specifically because it's flimsy. I'm not actually trying to hurt you with 60 lashes. I mean, like, if you hit me with a pool noodle, unless you're hitting me really hard with it, then, like, it's not gonna be too bad. Have you gotten hit by a pool? I've been hit by a pool noodle before. It's not that bad. And who says I'm gonna stand still to let you do it anyways, Nobu? You're gonna have to chase me to do it. So, like, accuracy.
Then you've not listened to a word I've said.
The water in the pot boils, the lid rattles, the steam whistles, and Lee pays it no attention. Mirai, you say that like it's hard to chase you. Bro, I never said I was going to run. I can fly and levitate. Who says I was gonna do it the proper way? I do not use my legs. Unless you can stop me from, you know, being in the air. Chopsticks. Those are nice and stiff. If you just chuck chopsticks at me, that works. You'll be on the floor tired after 10 steps. Steam fills Qian's sight. The pot at last boils over.
Commander! Must the people's blood be spilled before we act?
Watch your tongue!
In the tea bowl on the desk, weak ripples form. The young man stands solid, silent for a long time, rooted like a tree as the steam fades from him. Or sorry, I lol can't read. And I did correct myself either. It's fine. At last he breaks the roots and turns.
Perhaps I have not listened, Commander.
Tea time. Yes, tea time. I love tea. Tea's so good.
Good night.
Considering like caffeine is too effective on me, the next best thing is tea. But to be honest, I prefer tea anyways, so. Less heavy. The cool moon shines like a lantern over a dark lake. Qian puts down a book and rubs his tired neck.
It's getting late.
He lights a blackened torch with a candle holding the light as he steps into the dark.
Zhongni said, "One of virtue follows the course of the mean. One of cunning turns from it."
Hey, I get a backside shot. Let's go. Nice. This is also very pretty. I got two front side and a backside shot. Let's go.
Following the mean, the virtuous acts in due measure. Turning from the mean, the cunning moves without restraint.
He stops at the door deep in thought.
Fortunately, it's still not too late.
A stray cat cries out nearby.
That's...
Fire! Fire!
Oh. A man runs in panic behind him. Clumps of smoke leap and billow into the sky.
There's a fire at Chief Constable Chung's house!
Oh my god, I swear to God. Otaku, I can see you. Do not give me that face. I'm just admiring the nice shot. Nothing suspicious at all. Oh, I just realized it's almost like 3 hours. And I literally started another chapter, or segment, not chapter, but segment. It's fine. I'll just finish this one and then I'll be done for today. And then hopefully we can finish the rest of it tomorrow? Yes, tomorrow. Because where are we at? Like 13, 14? It's like, I think 22, so not that much more, but we'll see. I did do a good amount of yapping and not playing, so to be expected. Inside the room, a few Yao gather around Mayfly, helping her trimmed the fresh herbs she picked from the mountains.
Now that you know the path, you can go up the hill at your leisure and gather the elixir ingredients yourself. A little walk in the forest will do you good.
Thank you. I know the elixir helps with the practice, but isn't it a little unsettling, harvesting these herbs like this?
What's the matter? They're only plants, too young to form any spirit yet. It's not as if you're cutting down one of your own.
Mayfly. Oh, I mean, Sister Mayfly. I thought that I should come check on you, see how you're getting on.
My game is lagging. My device be telling me it's time. It is soon time to give me a break. I am old.
Look at that. Someone finally discovered the door. Though not much of a knocker, are you?
Good day, Grandmaster.
Paper Heron nods to the Yao, then walks around Mayfly, looking left and right.
What? What is it? You're giving me the withers.
You've followed Ren's teachings for a few days now, hmm? How do you feel?
Heron, you've asked me this a few times already. I'm well, just as I was yesterday and the day before that. My strength is improving, I feel light and full of energy, even after a long day in the mountains.
Paper Heron puts her hands behind her back and circles Mayfly 2 more times, nodding each time.
That's good. That's good then. Are you certain everything's fine? Nothing feels strange at all?
Absolutely.
We say this now that everything is fine, but eventually it will reach the point that it will. Because I don't doubt that it's not going to turn out bad later. Even though right now it's pretty okay. Because cutting corners will eventually lead to not so good things. So, yeah. Mayfly pats her chest as if to prove her health.
Why do you keep asking? Is something troubling you?
Nothing makes me happier than seeing you well, but may I ask, have you felt anything out of place while practicing Ren's methods?
Out of place? I don't know. But I've moved on to the second stage, concentration and visualization.
She sits in a meditation pose and makes a hand gesture to cast an incantation.
Master Ren said to meditate, I must sit in silence, concentrating my mind on an object and visualizing the inner deities until I find their presence. With consistent practice, the path to longevity will reveal itself. That mage tree nearby really is an ideal object to focus on. It seems to have been there for over 1,000 years. Maybe it really does have a connection to the spiritual world.
I swear I'm not thinking too much into this now that we keep talking about that mage tree and then Reed ended up near one. I swear! I swear I'm not thinking too much about it.
Are those her words?
Her exact words. I meditate about that tree day and night. I even see it in my dreams sometimes.
I don't know why, but I feel like it might be bad. Because I would assume in general that you wouldn't need this. Like, it seems like what she's doing is revolving around this tree. And generally, as I think about this, I'm like, I feel like you wouldn't have to do it around this tree. You should be able to do it anywhere, anytime, in any place. So this just seems a little bit off to me.
And Master Ren has been most generous. She even helped the other students using the power of her sword. How did she explain it?
But who knows? Like I said, I might be thinking too much into this. I has Wolf. Yay, let's go Nobu! Let's go! I'm not pulling for anyone this update. I'm waiting for Blade. I must wait.
Something like using the sword to clear the blockage in their body, freeing the flow of chi, so they can advance more quickly with their training.
Wait, that's cheating! This is actually just cheating. What I'm thinking from what literally Mayfly is saying is that you were basically cutting corners and cheating. You're supposed to do this on your own. We're cheating. We're speeding up the process when we're not supposed to.
The first time I saw it, I almost thought she was about to poke a few holes in me, but instead, she just swiped it above my head, just like you did at the parade.
Hey, you know, at least Mayfly's being honest, you know? She's not, like, straight up lying, so honesty there, at least.
I even asked Brother Yam to teach me something from the 3rd stage. You should see how well I can do it already.
Let's go, Nobu. Hell yeah, Nobu. Yay, let's go. For people who are pulling for Star Rail, good luck. Hopefully you guys get your pulls, or if anyone's getting rerun characters, also good luck as well on that.
Posture 1. Breeze in the lungs.
I have to wait.
North.
Well, not for Star Rail, but for this game, so
The shoulders.
I shall wait. Give me a second, guys. Okay, there we go. I had to clear my throat for a second. There was just, I thought I was gonna hiccup. She chants the words and shows Paper Heron what she has learned.
Master Ren told us that we must cultivate our bodies to align with the movement of Qi. Only then can our mortal flesh be prepared for longevity. She said the cultivation would take about 2 months.
We're really speed running this. We really are. Hey, Nobu. Yeah. This ain't looking good. I'm about to get like the 250 pounds of weight just chucked on top of me. This is 100% they're speed running this and not doing it properly. Man. People, can we just not do things properly? Why do we have to do it like this? They gonna dedge. Yup, that is not gonna be good. Which then lines up with what Reed read in that paper. So, we're gonna actually see how that happened. Very fun.
2 months. Those were her words?
That's right.
Hearing Mayfly's words, Paper Heron's face changes. A hint of sternness cuts across her brow. Like I said, at least Mayfly's, like, you know, honest about her answers and not hiding things. So at least when she's being questioned by Heron, it's like, get into it. I would like Gamer Bronya level 999, but I kind of want EI slash Evanesia more. I mean, Otaku, you do what you need to do, pull who you need and who you want, so it's all up to you. Unless you want to try and do the thing where you like pull multiple characters on the same, you know, phase. Which thankfully I didn't have to do that, but I did have to pull back-to-back phases because Infurious. But yeah, it's fine. I mean the same book. Oh my god. Okay, like for me, I'm not pulling, but I know that because they added How and Robin to the shop, I'm considering about getting Robin maybe, but I don't know. Now I have 2 of the currency to redeem characters, but like I don't know. Because like I'm not getting the standard characters because there's a way that I could lose 50-50 to standard characters. And also I can pull on the standard banner if I want. But I don't know if I want to or not. Because like I know Robin's is used in a lot of teams and stuff, but I've like also like because I don't have her for the longest time, I found other substitutes and they work fine. So I don't know if like I should pull her and then just put her in those teams that I found substitutes for that work fine, or like just leave it. And I don't know. I'm not really sure right now. I guess I like, well, it's because they're not on banners, so I like have time because they're in the shop, so I can like, decide later on if I want to or not to do so. So I have more time in terms of that, but we'll see. Butterfly burst in, panting and waving his hands.
Wonderful news! Karma finally came for the heartless Chief Constable Chung.
Chung?
I like how we're coming full circle back with this. Hearing this, the other Yao gather around.
You mean that grumpy, self-righteous constable that's been hunting us night and day?
I love how I like listening to other people describe him. Well, I mean, it's fair enough. It's fair enough.
I heard that he's been interrogating Yao, plucking his captive's hairs one by one.
Yes, that's him. What a pig. No offense to pigs. I guess brutality must run in his blood. His family used to be bandits until they worked their way into the military. Not that they lasted long as soldiers. His own father turned out to be a crook.
Well, I'm from like their perspective. I understand why they're describing him in that way. I understand that. I just think it's really funny.
He cut ties with his father to keep his post. But I don't believe it. If he's willing to throw us all behind bars just to make himself look good, then he's just as bad as the rest of them.
I'll bet he's rotten to the core. But what do you mean by karma came for him? Aw, tell us what happened.
Bro, this time I didn't wish anything into existence. I didn't say anything. I swear. I'm the one who usually does that. Lol pigs, honest, hardworking, and earnest. Fair. Butterfly seizes the moment with excitement as he proceeds to describe the fire at the chief constable's home.
Isn't that the man we met at the gate?
I believe so.
Her response is quick and muted, intending not to interrupt the clamor of Yao.
I just don't understand why he hates us so much. We haven't hurt anyone. We just want to spread the method of longevity.
Hardly a surprise. Those with long lives seldom care for the short-lived.
Words bring a harsh chill to the air as the other Yao look at each other and then to Paper Heron.
Hedgehog, the Grandmaster is still here.
Please, speak your mind. It is every creature's right.
Her words do little to break the sudden chill until Butterfly steers things back on topic.
Oh, I nearly forgot that awful chief had nearly locked up our Grandmaster. Grandmaster, did you start the fire to avenge us?
No, I didn't. Though if anyone questions you on the matter, you may give them my name.
Grandmaster.
Hearing this, all the Yao look at Paper Heron in awe.
It is a great honor to study under an avenging hero like you.
And because of witchcraft. Wait, but I'm basically under that. I'm technically classified under that. Bro. This sucks. Alright. Time to scoop my butt away. Goodbye,
Please,
guys.
accept our humblest gratitude.
Thank you. Scoop my tush
Thank
away.
you for your heroic deeds.
Their undeserved praise lands somewhere between funny and vexing, yet she can't help but realize the situation is growing beyond her control.
The Grandmaster has taken our interest to heart, and we must repay her with our greatest effort. We must achieve longevity and spread the school's name.
Achieve longevity! Spread the school's name!
Guys, we need to do something. I feel like this is gonna spiral out of control soon and fast. And it's not gonna turn out well. The room has become a hub of cheers and excitement, but Mayfly does not seem to be participating. She stares up blankly, spots dancing in her vision. And oh my god, I can't read that because the screen's moving. Fireflies at dusk.
What's going on?
Mayfly? Are you alright?
Oh no. In that moment, Mayfly feels the world spin beneath her feet.
Huh?
Team Longevity versus Team Arrest Them. As she tumbles, she sees Paper Heron glide towards her, then all goes dark. Uh-oh. Next day's sun rises as usual, but the Yaman's constables have a new topic to discuss.
Did you hear? Those gentlemen we met yesterday have all fallen ill. It seems they've all been taken by a strange fever. Some fainted in an instant, while others went running and yelling on the streets in their undergarments. It was chaos. The chief was right. Whatever they were doing must have been dangerous.
But I heard they hired a Taoist who cured them with nothing but water and a pinch of talisman ashes.
Well, that was easy. Shame the chief wasn't so lucky. To think a man could lose his home simply for doing his duty.
Well, we don't know what caused the fire, do we?
What else could it be? You were there. I think the chief found something important. And now they're desperate to get rid of him.
I'm just glad I was on guard duty.
A shadow passes before the two men. They're struck silent with fear, but Tian does not even seem to notice them as he walks straight into the Yamen hall. We love it when people with authority just do things because they don't want to be found out because what they're doing is wrong or like not the right thing to do, and someone else finds out about it. Like literally, this is the most like stereotypical thing anyone could do in this very specific scenario. Jesus. Man, this sucks. From his high seat, Lee looks at a plaque on the wall.
He Guang, I understand it was your house that caught the fire last night.
It was.
Oh my god, my game is actually lagging. Please, game. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna see if it loads. Oh, thank god. Okay. But it is really dying.
It's a great relief to see you unharmed. But I'm sorry for your loss. Take a few days. Find another place to stay and get some rest. Will you?
Much appreciated, Commander. That is precisely why I came.
Tian bows, then pours out his prepared words. It's clear immediately that he's had little sleep. Oh, little rest, sorry.
I was up late reviewing some case files. As it happened, the arsonist startled a cat as they approached. I was able to spy them from my window, though I couldn't stop them in time. They were all Yao, I'm quite certain of it, as retaliation for the arrests I've made. Commander Lee, if I, a trained officer, couldn't protect my home from their schemes, what hope do the ordinary townspeople have? Please, permit me to bring them to justice and anyone else who shields them.
You...
I know the Yamen is short-staffed. I won't ask for anyone's help until I have solid evidence. Now, I must take my leave. Good day, Commander.
He does not wait for Lee to say more and turns to leave. High above them, the Yamen's bell is stirred by the wind ringing. And the plot thickens. Very fun. Oh, we're on 14. Okay, so 5, 6, 7, 8. We have like 8 more sections. We can do that tomorrow. We should be fine. Which I'm assuming things will pick up because we're kind of getting more into the plot more and kind of closer to the end. That's not too bad. I ended up getting Robin and Run May. I already have Run May, so there's at least that. I'm debating. Hold on a minute. Okay. I'm gonna do a quick look. I'm gonna just swap to a different screen so that we can chat for a little bit. Well, I do some things because I honestly do not know if I want to get Robin or not. Sorry. I was trying to think and then my brain's like slowly melting away. Because like she's good. She is good support for lots of good teams. Like I could hold on a minute. It's like, what team do I have that would be good for her? Because like if I don't use, it's like even now I don't use Run May all that often either for the teams that I play anyways. Like the only team that I like used it for a whole lot, at least is my ratio team. But like I don't use my ratio team that often now, except for like in-game content that's not story relevant stuff. More story relevant stuff that I use my teams for are like more relevant teams, I guess, that are more, I guess, meta. I don't know if you want to call it meta, but yeah. But at least I know building her won't be too bad because I think she needs like a lot of like straight up attack and speed stats, right? I'm pretty sure. At least, or you want to focus on those anyways. Like I'm trying to think. For Robin? Yeah. Is she or not? I don't own her, so I'm not 100% sure, but from what I remember, but I could be mistaken. Just to make it separate from her regular form, I'm calling her Blitzwolf, and who Blitz as her cone. Yay, let's go. Yeah, attack and speed. Okay. Yeah, so building her isn't too bad. That's like, it's not bad. I mean, like, usually building support characters is a lot easier and like, than I guess your regular, like, I mean, like, not that it's hard, but like certain DPSs or sub DPSs, you need a certain amount of like crit rate and crit damage ratio or speed or whatever, dependent on, you know, how they scale and their damage. Or how their playstyle is, obviously. But for like support characters, it's like not that bad. Or it's a lot like easier. I run 2Ps, Musketeer slash Walrus with 121 speed plus fun. Okay. I mean, let me do a quick Google search. Because I think, what is it here? Yeah, yeah, because like the recommended stats is attack is 3,500 to 4,000 and the speed is like 121 or above. Yeah, so you have the recommended speed stats. But I mean, like, getting that much speed is not hard, and getting just like attack stats, like, it's not too bad. I think it's more like I said, I feel like for me at least, it's like doing the DPSs and sub DPSs, because those are like getting the right ratio and getting the recommended stats for them is kind of like, if you can get as close as you can to them, because then you want to, you know, use them and give them the most opportunity to do most damage and whatnot. So yeah. Like, do I have teams that I play with her? I mean, I could get her, but like, I don't know. Because what she is, because Robin does damage boost and crit damage buff, right? For party. So I guess in general, that's good. Too bad I'm not playing DOT team, because that would be good for DOT. But I don't do DOT. Oops, not my thing. I mean, I guess she would be good as a replacement for Runmei for ratio team. But like I said, I don't do that except for outside content, so I don't know. Is it worth it? Because like all the teams I play right now are mostly the Amphoris teams, which lots of them don't use Robin. They use Sunday, which I already had him before and I was using him. Any new teams I'm using, Archer does like Emiya, like for Fate stuff, doesn't need her, I don't think. Yeah. Because he uses Sparkle. And then Ashvale also doesn't use Robin either. So like all the teams I currently use don't really use her, like I said, unless it's like for teams I use for outside content, and like it's not like a big deal. Like, it's not that bad. Maybe I should think about it more. Like I said, she's not on on the banner right now, and I have time to think about it. She's just in the shop, so I could think about it more, but I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. I'll just leave it for now, I think, just because I'm not sure if I want to or not 100%. So I'd rather leave it for now and just deal with that later. Oh, I wish I had better luck in Arknights right now, because I ranted a little bit about it before. I'm not pulling the person I want on the banner, or I'm pulling the other person and I pulled them twice, and I'm like, I don't have enough currency to keep pulling, so I'm kind of sad. But yeah, I realize I've been yapping for a little bit of time, and I should probably get some sleep, or else Nobu will yell at me, and then I will get in trouble, and I will get chucked out a window. So I will leave it here for today. Thank you guys for coming out to watch me play more of the Reverse 1999 event story. I am really enjoying it now, because we're kind of getting into the plot more, and we're definitely kind of, getting into like definitely the crux of it, and we're kind of getting to the climax of the story a bit more. So I'm excited to see how this all kind of unravels and how the ending kind of turns out. So I'm excited about that. We're going to be doing the rest of it tomorrow, and then on Friday we'll start the Star Rail update, just because it gives it some time, and then we can finish doing reverse stuff first. And like I said, I'm not in a hurry to do the update and stuff like that. And also that means that I can figure out how long I generally will need to be able to finish it and stuff like that. And then we can allocate our days to work on it and stuff like that. It'll probably take at least three streams to probably finish it at this point, just because of the pace I play at and I talk and all that fun jazz. So yeah, but I'm excited for when we play Star Rail on Friday and start it, because when we get to the climax for it, shit's gonna happen and lots of people are gonna be there, and I'm excited for it. So yeah. Bye bye. See you later and sleep well. Thank you, app. Have a good night. No doom scrolling, fancy 2D old men. Thank you, Nova. Appreciate it. Good night, Mirai. Good night, chat. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, Otaku. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everyone else who came as well. And again, thank you, Fanun, for the raid. I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone else who joined as well. I really appreciate it. Like I said, I'll be doing more Reverse 1999 tomorrow. So if you want to see me finish the event story, I'll be doing that. And then I will be doing Star Rail on Friday. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you guys next time. All right. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.